gentlemen, boys and girls, they that lie betwixt, welcome to session 144, the Siege of Alluvia. I am joined today by Karliah, Xavier, Hank, and a criminal mastermind whose name is...
Luci.
Amazing. All right, we all found out together. I was like, there's no way he's going to come up with another, and here we are. All right.
Sweet Mama Jamma.
Okay. All right. Our siege defender mascot, for lack of a better word for today, is Deacon Halsey, mayor of Alluvia.
Hey, brother.
He will be stationed at the top of the Golden Tower, coordinating the assault not only on this side of the city, but also on the other. He's not gonna fit on there. It's okay. It's really okay. There you go.
No, the mimic.
The mimic is gone. But Deacon Halsey will be present for this and the other side siege of Alluvia. He will be coordinating efforts on both sides to the best of his abilities. But for now, to catch everybody at home up on the final resolution of the Green Gate Siege, the lunar Lurcher, the toxicity managed to poison on the way out, will not be joining us today. Because as it turns out, if you take an average of 3 damage every 6 seconds over the course of several days, you die pretty quick. He would have died about 12 hours later.
Beautiful.
So it still took a little while, but he will not be joining us
He
today.
spent some time devouring the buildings. And then,
Yeah.
Sounds like he suffered.
He definitely did,
Nice.
which is well-deserved.
excellent.
And as such, the folks of Green Gate will have done their requisite damage to a fresh Lurcher. Just to make it fair. Because that one was destined to die anyway, I'll throw you guys that much.
Yay.
For today's events, fighting the swarm on other streets of Alluvia, and also off-camera, we're not going to be really checking in with them too much to keep things rolling, will be 2 units of Bureau agents from the Bureau of Discovery, and 2 units of Syndicate members from Team Rocket. Fully armed
The Syndicate.
with polymer cannons and all of their requisite weaponry, and as such, the NPC armies today will be matching your output 1-to-1.
Sick.
Every bit of damage you do, they will match
To something
kill a
off
Lurcher.
to
screen,
something
right?
off screen
So,
that
like-
we are not there.
Okay, so if we're
If-
hitting the Lurcher, it's not taking like double damage.
Correct.
Okay,
If you get your Lurcher to half, they will get their Lurcher to half.
got it.
Do we have any idea what kind of numbers we're up against?
Thousands. Yeah.
You're just looking at it.
It hits a point where when you're looking at eldritch beasts that you can already barely comprehend, there's more than like 3 or 4 of any given thing, and your brain just starts to get overwhelmed with the sheer numbers.
So it's
You're
kind of,
at Helm's Deep.
that's what I was gonna say. I'm
They're
just
rolling
looking at
in,
orcs. Just,
and as they barrel through, the
Hundreds of
commanders
thousands.
are emitting fog and other effects to minimize your ability to see important figures in that fog.
yeah. So it's not like, oh, there's 30 of them, there's 10 of us,
Correct.
so we've got a fighting chance.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
The initial wave,
We're doomed.
as with Green Gate, is going to look pretty manageable. It's going to look like 200 or 300 Elgium, which you guys are like, we could probably take it. And then more and more things are going to
Just
continue to
rolling.
roll in.
yeah.
Following the events of last time, I will pull up the long-term madness chart again, because that happened
Yikes.
more than once.
It's true.
So if you are critically struck by any of the
Enemies.
amalgam creatures, so not the swarm, not the commanders, but if any of the big guys, if they critically hit you, you will suffer from a long-term madness, and none of those are good.
Might go insane, go into a coma.
Yes. The one that happened to Jordan in Green Gate was he lost the ability to speak, and he was a rock star. So prior to his death, he couldn't even scream for help.
And that's terrible if you're a spellcaster.
Yes, so if you lose the ability to speak, you cannot cast spells. One of them is
Really?
you suffer partial amnesia, meaning you cannot really do anything. You don't recognize anything that has happened before your madness set
Can't do a
in.
little text-to-speech?
So you just forget all of it.
What are you, Stephen Hawking?
Yeah, that's exactly where my mind went to.
Yeah.
Fireball.
Jinkies.
God.
Okay, but that is all of the sort of pre-mechanical setup that I have for you guys.
Cool.
So to start us on our very, very dangerous journey, Karliah,
Yes.
you, being the Quiver Outreach member here, have received word from Greengate that it has fallen. A Pidgeotto arrived in your coop maybe an hour and a half ago, maybe 2 hours. And already from the top of the Gilded Tower, Deacon Halsey can see a swarm of creatures on approach. They are swarming at a diagonal angle, not following Route 102. They are bowling directly from Greengate to Alluvia. And they are making great time. Your intel has revealed that Greengate did manage to kill many of the invaders, but not a meaningful percentage. And
More
as
than
such,
what they killed is on the way.
yes. A lot more than that. And as such, you and Hank prepare yourselves for a siege. As Deacon Halsey stands atop his gilded tower, megaphones blaring. Attention everyone! We have the fight of our lives ahead of us. Demons from beyond the stars! They will be storming the gates of our beautiful city. And it is our mission, our goal, to bring as many of them with us to the other side as we can. Good luck, everyone! And I'll see you on the other side.
Karliah kind of shakes her head, like, wow, you just told everyone they're gonna die. But,
Yep.
okay. And she will get her team out from the gym and converse with them via chat out, I assume. And instruct them to defend the city. We gotta do what we can. We may not make it out of this, but we'll help the other towns in the region be that much closer to pushing them off. So she'll send some team members to various other parts of the city, but she will get ready with her Xatu and Avion on this side.
Hearing the less than optimistic call to arms, Luci, from the shadows, you have your own mission today. Survive.
Yes.
Keep the money flowing.
That's actually my
Survive and
first
thrive.
reaction. If I'm allowed to have my own reaction, right?
Please do. You
I
are
haven't-
encouraged
I
to.
have
put
not
on-
lost free will.
Put on my
No.
fur coat.
I tell my Pokemon
This is Lucy's
Constantine, hey, we need to bail. So we actually leave the city.
You're just gonna run away.
Set your headphones down and walk out.
You're just gonna leave?
Goodbye.
Wow.
That's my first act. It doesn't mean I'm not going to turn around and come back.
Okay.
But my first reaction
All right,
is
fair.
I'm running out.
I
I'm running
mean-
away.
All right.
Thank you, Troy, for stopping by.
Okay.
Because I think my character, who's just in it for me, would
Yeah.
like, why would I stick around and die with?
I'm gonna make a new character.
I don't really like how this one came out. I'm gonna roll a new one.
Lucy runs away. In comes Pete.
Now you have to think of another.
Yeah.
Pete's a diehard. He's a paladin. He's not leaving. He's oath of staying. Okay.
This is lucky. It's a soft K though, so it's pronounced.
All right, so I'm now running through the desert the opposite way of them.
All right. Well, we'll
We'll
circle back.
check back in with Luci.
Thanks for joining us today, Papa. I guess you're free. All right. Just pulled the ultimate. Your waiter's in the bathroom. Just walked out. All right. Okay. Xavier, what is your reaction to hearing Deacon Halsey's dangerous speech?
Typical Deacon.
Yeah.
See a criminal running away and I stop him.
Fuck close.
I dimension door him back into the city.
Yeah.
Let me go! I just want to die. Just earthbind the rogue running away.
Yeah, I'm just kind of scoffing at Deacon, and then I'm staying in the shadows, but I'm going right to the entrance of the city.
Okay.
Because this is where my bunker is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, as you kind of like tighten the facets of your special red cape that your Miss May just helped you make.
I feel like being Xavier, I knew this was coming a long time ago.
Yeah, you've known since like the onset of this that something was coming.
So I'm not like, I guess I've had a lot of time to prepare. So I'm just ready to finally deal with it.
Yeah. Plus, I mean,
And
you know
face
what
it.
awaits you on the other side if you die.
Yeah,
You're like
yeah.
you've pretty close ties with the
Yeah.
undead. You're
I've
like, cool.
made my peace with this world.
Okay.
And I'm ready to embrace what comes next.
Yeah.
Is the Deacon a penguin? I just wanted to know. Like, is he some kind of Pokemon penguin?
No, he's a human. He's very large.
That'd be sweet.
Very
This is a large
bombastic
penguin,
individual.
Yeah.
He's got like bright orange hair. He always wears like a lime green suit to just stand out.
He's your typical
Big guy.
politician.
He's like 6'3", probably 400 pounds or so. Very, very large man.
Okay.
I thought you were
He
referencing like
has-
Penguin from Batman.
He has charisma.
No.
He does have a special kind of charisma, one that very much greases palms with money.
Yeah.
Um,
But he's a talker.
yeah, he bought his way to the top, and he's a smooth talker, and he's trying to keep himself there.
And he doesn't have happy feet.
No, he is not a dancer at all. He is a bard, but he's not a dancer. He is not voiced by Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
He's voiced by me.
Or Robin Williams.
That too. All right. Well, knowing that war is on the horizon, I guess for now, Hank, Karliah, and Xavier, are there any precautions you'd like to make prior to the arrival of the first wave?
Hank's gonna throw in his nondescript music player into his ears, and just kind of get himself pumped up. And
His portable music device.
I dig it.
yeah, he'll roll up his sleeves and like begin to kind of shake off everything, and in his veins like begin to glow, just kind of like different colors. And that tattoo of the, you say it's a Dodrio or Doduo?
I believe it's a Doduo tattoo.
Okay. Yeah, all around the edges of that will glow in like greens and blues and reds.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll send out his Dodrio and Gligar, and Dodrio
Beautiful.
will begin to agility to the max as
Heck yeah, buddy.
as they both begin to kind of warm up and work out and get ready for whatever's to come.
Yeah. So a little extra sauce for Hank. In the recent weeks, specifically following the opening of a wormhole and the swapping of moons, you've sort of awakened something within yourself, and you're now capable of feats well beyond what a human should be able to do.
Oh yeah, baby.
And as such, you sort of feel an obligation to remain behind and help out as a member of the Quiver, especially one that has genuine abilities now. You're like, I guess it's my duty to stay.
Yes, sir.
Xavier, you've been similarly enhanced. You always had capabilities from somewhere else. You had connections to the other side, but with the opening of all of these doorways,
Yeah.
you now have like a direct link with something that's not from here. And as such, you're also feeling a little overconfident, perhaps, in your ability to keep yourself up.
Oh, okay.
Because you can do things now, like teleport, that you couldn't do a few days ago. but you're like, okay, well, let's try it out. You're kind of like a superhero on their first couple days, but there's a war coming, and you're like, I'm gonna get involved,
I'm gonna do it.
and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But Lucy,
Yes.
as you duck down an alleyway,
Are you still a coward?
Loosey goosey.
and you run into a battalion of Bureau of Discovery troops who are ordinarily on the lookout for the likes of you. In the moment, they're like, whatever. It's not worth dealing with. As you see them all, they're loading up their various armaments. Very few of them have capture devices on them. Doesn't look like a lot of them have a team of Pokemon. Whether that's a sort of personal choice that they're making for today, or perhaps they just never have a team with them to begin with. You're not really sure. But you also see across the street from them, lining up right alongside, are a bunch of Syndicate members, many of whom you recognize, that are all similarly arming up, loading up their polymer cannons, preparing all of their various weapons and armaments. Some of them look at you, kind of turning to run. They just shake their heads. As they kind of just lock and load and prepare. As you and your Noctowl start running towards the gates. As soon as you hit that gate, you see quarter-mile out, a few thousand alien-looking individuals barreling towards you, and you go, it'd be a tight squeeze. You want to try to run.
Okay. So,
It's up to you.
well, now I'm thinking my best chance is with the group.
Okay.
Because this is just suicide if I run out there. You know, I
Probably.
might kill 100, but I'm dead for sure. So now I take Constantine and we run over and we come back into the town in the shadows over here.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. As
So I'm
you
back in.
head back towards Main Street, get low in the alley, you and your large Noctowl, Constantine, you lay low. You can see that gate. Karliah, any final preparations you might like to make?
Zatu's just gonna prep us with a tailwind when the time comes.
Okay.
But other than that, that is it.
Okay. All right. Well, before we jump in, anybody have any questions on how character abilities work? Items, weapons, anything like that?
Nope.
Okay. Papa, your biggest thing is if you crit. If you crit, you do 3 extra things.
Nice.
So, you are definitely fishing for crits today.
Something we couldn't do last week.
Yeah. So to save
Also
our
has
freaking life.
also has a vicious dagger, has the piercer feat,
Not one.
is a rogue for sneak
Damn.
attack. Yeah.
We're taking
Definitely
these
a
things,
crit fishing rogue.
Yeah.
We're taking these things down today. I'm gonna crit
100.
9 out of every 10 times.
Holy cow.
That's a lofty promise. I
Wow.
look forward to seeing it come
90%
If you
of
don't
the
do it,
time.
you have to go home.
If you elect me, I will crit 19 out of 20 times.
the first one, not a crit. Hefty promises.
All right.
Hefty
From
promises.
here on, I got the non-crit out of the way, guys. The rest of them, they're all going to be bangers.
Natural one. Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
I mean, technically he crits.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
that's true. That's true.
Crit fails.
It's not
Okay.
my fault.
Yeah, he didn't
I
say
can't
which
keep
way.
my promise.
Yeah.
This die will not cooperate.
All
It's
right.
a die. It's not me.
I said the guitar was out of tune. All right, team.
This guy's making me a liar.
In the final moments before war, it is the fated time to roll initiative. We'll see you in a second. Starting us off, similar to last time, it's going to take a couple rounds for them to get here,
Okay.
but the lunar amalgams are the first to move.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So these 3 will halve the distance between them and the gate to the city.
Okay.
You guys have about a round or 2 before anything other than the swarm
Okay.
starts to break through the gates.
All right.
Because otherwise, this will go really, really fast.
Yeah.
Second on deck, Avion, and then Hank, Sidodrio, and Hank are on deck.
All right.
Avion is pacing on the edge of the wall above the Pokemon Center,
Yeah.
getting ready, staying limber,
Stretching.
stretching, getting ready for a fight.
All right. Hank's Dodrio, and then Hank.
Hank!
Yep, that's the initiative tracker, Papa.
How far out are they?
Well, the swarm's here,
They're
right?
halfway.
The swarm is
Just,
60
like-
feet out. Oh, now it's not working.
Like, we
at
can
all.
hit the swarm.
The swarm, if you have enough range, you can do it.
You can do
Eh.
it.
Well, Dodrio will probably get in.
They're
and get
gonna
out.
hit.
Do
They're gonna
it.
get to here on their next, like when they go. They're gonna get to here.
Okay.
So if we attack them now, we're hurting our own wall.
No.
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 Dodrio can get to there.
Okay.
You're just gonna get swarmed quick.
Dude,
I'm okay. Chill. I'm
sacrificial
gonna hold,
lamb.
hold my action
'Kay.
for a try attack.
Nice.
Okay. Dodrio, you run in there. You prepare yourself. Hank Areno.
You're triangulating.
He is gonna wait for those things to get in range, and he's gonna just in his hand you see just a bolt, a chaos bolt, kind of dancing
love it.
in it, and he's just holding it and bouncing it back and forth like a basketball, waiting for them to get to Dodrio.
Deacon is going to throw a bardic inspiration onto Hank. He's gonna give you a D10. Moving on from Deacon Halsey is Luci.
Lucy! What you
Alright.
doing?
Telling Constantine when he can go, I want Constantine to fly over here on top of the school.
Okay.
So that's all I'm doing this turn.
So the swarm is gonna move up to be right in front of Dodrio. At which point, we
Try
have a
attack.
held action.
Yep. So
Do some damage.
this is gonna be for the electric, and it's I gotta
Free real estate.
32.
Well, it'll hit, right? This is just for crits.
There's just so many of them, you could just
Yeah.
blindly swing in your
Or the
hitting
natural
something.
18.
That might be the highest to hit I've ever heard.
Yeah.
32. Not on a crit. 32.
Yeah. So this is the electric because
Yeah.
I get the extra.
You do get the extra die damage.
11 points of electric,
Okay.
3 fire, which I'm assuming goes to
This is
6,
yeah.
and then ice
17,
4.
21.
Okay. 21 damage to the swarm. Dodrio starting us off strong. You eviscerate 4 of the Algium that run through the city gates with a try attack.
Oh, I forgot. I have to make 3 of those attacks. So the first one, my bad.
Oh, you're fine.
It's weird. 26
yeah.
and 15.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Or
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, as
on the
long as
15.
again with the swarm, as long as you don't crit,
Yeah.
nothing
Yeah.
changes. So
So just
I
wanted to
just
double check.
accepted 32. It's like, yeah, this seems fair.
Cool.
You hit him 3 times. It's only right. You shouldn't have to roll again.
And that's it
Okay.
for Dodrio. Oh,
Yep.
and then Hank.
You want Hank to fire his Chaos Bolt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's.
That would be the time.
Chaos!
Do I crit? No, but that is a 13. I'm not gonna
Beautiful.
below that
Okay.
yet.
Yep. You still have your
2d8.
inspiration, but that'll last pretty much all of today.
6 and a 1 for the thing, so I can choose either.
Does that mean he can, like, re-roll?
You know the thing, the inspiration?
Yeah.
No, it's, he can roll a d10 and add that number to an attack roll ability check or saving throw.
Okay.
I'm gonna do acid,
Okay.
so it's going to be
Still an acid. He's
7,
dropping acid.
13 points
is
of
not the
13
time.
points of acid damage.
13 points of acid damage to the swarm.
Yeah.
You better do microdosing.
Yeah.
This is a serious
Alright.
situation.
If you roll the same number on both d8s, okay, I did
Okay.
do that.
So it's
Perfect.
not going to jump, but you throw a globule of acid out of your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Sparks into the swarm. You take out another 3. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad for the first round of swarm attacks.
This is
okay.
like a funding drive. For every Algium you kill, we will kill another.
Yeah. All right, Noctel.
Just 10 cents a day.
That's
You too.
Constantine, baby.
Yeah, you please refer to Constantine as Constantine.
It's gonna take a bit, but I'll try.
So Constantine.
Joel named his whole team last time, and it took me 40 minutes to acclimate.
Yeah.
It'll
That's
be
why I
okay.
don't name them when we're doing stuff like this.
Yeah.
He's just doing what he was told.
Going up there.
Yep, keep him
Nice.
safe.
Okay.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Up top, perched.
Mm-hmm.
Looking
Okay.
out.
Actually, he's looking for any kind of
Someone in
gap that we
charge?
can get the heck out of here.
Oh, nice.
And unfortunately, I think all he sees is
Bobbies.
bad guys for
all the way back.
for days.
Yeah.
Constantine and Luci are just super committed to each other. They would never abandon the other. So there's no Constantine's just gonna perch there as long as he can and just try to find some kind of route that we can get out of town.
Get out of town.
But until then, we're in the fight.
All right. Well, it's a beautiful thing. All right, Karliah. What's the plan?
Karliah is going to run down the stairs, use the wind as it's generated from Xatu to jump onto this building
Oh. Heck yeah.
and land up here.
That's flashy.
Wow.
She got a wingsuit too.
Yep. And she is going to shoot her longbow at the swarm here. And we're going to do some damage on them.
So don't do any calculation.
10.
10?
Yeah.
10 to the swarm. All right. All right, Karliah. You
Double knock.
Yep. You knock 2 arrows and you take the heads off of 2 of these Elgium
Sick.
out in the crowd.
Wow.
Hank's Gligar.
Yeah, he sees that his BFF is in the fray.
Yeah.
And things are not looking good. He's gonna run up there with them. And yeah, kind of like using the tailwind to kind of fly in, and as he does, he'll swoop on the ground, and he will sand attack the
Love it.
swarm.
Get him.
The front row.
It'll be 17, so
Yeah.
they have -3
Beautiful.
on their next attacks.
Beautiful. All right. You throw some sand. You kind of scrape your scorpion-like tail, fling it into the swarm.
I think it does 1 point of damage, it says, unless it's the ones that are just...
No, I think it does. It should do some damage.
Yeah, it does 1 point of damage.
Gives an
then.
aggressive sand attack.
Okay, 1 point damage.
Okay. The swarm has -3 on an attack roll.
Nice. Nice.
Here it comes, too.
Yeah.
That's why
So-
I got him up there. I was like, get in
So
there.
the ones coming at Dodrio and Gligar for now.
Yep.
Sick.
It is 1 attack roll across the board. It is 14 -3 is 11.
Misses both.
Okay. They both start swinging out at you. Nothing doing. And then they are going to... We're going to need some assistance here. These guys are going to move up and encircle them.
Okay.
Similar to the last time. And then... Same deal from the last time that we've done this. They will literally encircle you. And then they exist from here across and back.
Right.
But they will not enter the alleyways. Because
Oh.
those are...
Okay.
Those are not efficient ways for them to travel. So they're just going to go straight down. Their goal is to dismantle that golden tower.
Okay.
Every city has some beacon
Right.
that they're going for to show that they've taken it. So the swarm's goal is to kill as many things on the way
Okay.
so that the Lurcher can get there and just dissolve it and break it down into atoms
Okay.
and then consume it for its parts.
Nice.
The Lurcher is going to move 1/3 of the distance that it is out in the field to the gate. The keen-eyed among you will notice that this one is partially damaged from Green Gate, which is, pretty useful.
Yeah. Actually, very useful.
Yeah. So that one will be here 2 rounds out from now.
Okay.
2 more turns of that, it will get here.
'Kay.
However, they do get multiple turns in a round, so they will be closing in pretty quickly. But Xavier,
Yes.
it is your time to act.
Can I see anything except for because I have 120 feet? on
Yeah,
my
some of your
Eldritch
spells are
Blast?
300 feet.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that yet.
But Eldritch
though.
Blast at 120 feet, where are you?
I'm right
You're
there.
right there. You can
So-
hit everything
Yes.
because those are out in the field. They're going to get to you eventually.
Okay,
but
so I'm
you
gonna
can hit them all.
How many commanders are there? 2.
There are currently 2 visible commanders.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit a blast at each commander.
A blast at each commander.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
But it's just one roll to hit, right? Like if I roll this and it hits, it both
No,
hit.
you roll separately for each.
okay.
Because especially if you're going to hit 2 different things.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Oh, just kidding. This one will be a 19,
That'll hit.
and then this one will be a 14.
Okay, 14 misses, but it will hit the swarm.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll damage for the first, for the commander, and then we'll roll damage for the swarm.
Okay.
Oh boy, I was gonna say who's on deck, but it's all me's. Oh no.
So 12
12?
on the commander,
Beautiful.
and then 6 on the swarm.
So you pop one of the commanders in the face.
Yes.
He's also got a little bit of wear and tear. He looks like he got hit like once.
Okay.
You pop him, and now he looks like he's been hit twice. And then you throw out another blast, and it hits between 2 Elgium that both just explode. Incoming is the Behemoth. Oh boy. So the Behemoth, much like last time, is probably going to be pretty doo-doo bad, but I'm going to remember that he does stuff if he critically hits, rolls doubles, or deals max damage, because I forgot that the entirety of Green Gate. So, he's going to take a pot shot at Gligar, and he's going to get a 14 to hit him.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Ooh.
Incoming is some psychic damage. And it's a 1, a 1, and a 4, which confuses Gligar and deals 6 damage to him.
That's not good.
Because it did doubles.
And I forgot that for all but the first hit of Green Gate.
That's okay
which
that you
would have been
forgot.
super helpful, but also it would have just made things take way longer.
I'm sure we forgot stuff too.
Yeah, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay. So you become Confucian, Gligar. You become confuzzled. Not the best, but maybe you'll break through. Who knows? One of the Behemoth commanders. The commander that just got shot in the face. Nope, never mind. We're going to start the download. Okay. So I will officially move this guy into range to be a problem. And he is going to download, giving himself... Hey. He is going to move into the battle, give himself and the swarm a +2 bonus to attack and damage for 1 minute.
Oh boy.
But that is the commander. The Lurcher moves another third of the distance towards the gate.
So
Xatu is just going to hover from the mart to the roof of the Pokemon Center.
Okay. You just
Yes.
fly your way over there. Okay. Xavier's Miss Magus.
Miss Magus is going to try to hit that commander with a Will-O-Wisp.
Oh, snap. Okay, what has to happen?
DC con save 17.
You
at
need to
least
fail.
to hit. Yeah.
Okay. You're going for the commander and it's a con save?
Yeah.
I'll roll in front of you. He has a +4. 13.
Total?
So you...
Now you're burned.
Yeah, Miss Magus, you look out, you see a commander, and you just send this little bead of fire out, and it just goes... And this creature made entirely of rock and willpower
Is
is
somehow
just
burned.
smoldering. It's just... so he's going to deal less damage on his attacks.
And does he take a
He will
damage from
burn
being
at the
burned?
start of his turn.
Okay, cool.
Okay, now you can have this one as this commander comes out on the other side. Because it matters where they are when they do that download, because it's only a set range. But
So-
he's going to run out there and he's going to download. The Lunar Amalgams. These guys right here. The first one is going to reach right here on the edge of this little bridge if you can get him to sit there. If you can get him to behave.
Wow.
There you go. So he is now officially in the mix for Papa. Those guys have 800 hit points
Oh, so cool. We'll have them dead by
next year.
June.
Yeah. The Green Gate squad did manage to kill 2 of those things just through sheer willpower. So those guys have 800. This guy has 3,000. These guys are purely a numbers game. Damage over time is crucial
Okay.
because then they'll die if you die.
Are there only 3 of them, or are there infinite amount of them too?
There are as many as there are, but I'm keeping those actual numbers away, but you will deal with one at a time.
No, okay, that's my point, though. It's
Yep.
not like we get through those 3, we've done them. It's
When this Lurcher reaches here and is officially taking actions, when it goes an additional time, another one is on approach. They are no longer waiting one at a time.
okay.
Alluvia is a much bigger city than Green Gate was. They are not being kind of cute about it and just sending in a couple things.
Yeah.
They are bowling through to kill Alluvia as quickly as they can.
Okay.
the swarm. All right, buddy.
Yep. Hurt me, daddy.
2 attacks at everybody. The ACs that we are hitting today. We have 18 and 19.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Swarm, baby.
Those are your guys' ACs?
No. No, he's saying to
The
hit my
ACs that we are hitting today. 18, 19. The swarm is rolling their
Great.
attacks, and they are going to hit everybody they're in range of.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
if your AC is that or below, you take both.
But it's only me that's enraged.
Yep. You take 4. 4 total in the whole thing. Top of the round. Lunar Amalgam. Lunar Amalgam will close in.
Another one?
This guy.
Same one?
Yep.
Same one.
Closest one. Once he is in making attacks, another one will start to move.
Dude, you need to run.
I'll be alright.
There is no running.
Yep.
There is only death. Okay. The Lunar Amalgam is going to make its attacks. And it's going to make 4 of them.
All like Gligar?
And it's going to start with Gligar.
Okay.
First one's a crit.
Yeah.
Okay. The lowest other one is a 14,
That'll hit Dodrio.
but not Gligar.
No, it'll... Oh, excuse me. Yes, that'll hit both
Okay.
of them. Sorry.
Okay. There we go. So then, Gligar, you have a crit and 3 hits coming in, bud.
Let's go.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Do these things do the madness?
Do you want me to
thing?
roll a D100 for the madness?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a D100 real quick, and I'll throw the damage out.
68. No.
Oh boy.
Okay. So it's 45 points of lunar damage to you,
Okay.
and a madness roll for Gligar.
Gligar's still up.
Yeah.
But he is not looking...
He rolled a 68
68, yes. You said 45?
for the madness roll.
68.
Yeah.
The madness.
Yeah.
Xavier's
Okay.
witnessing this, and his eyes are just
The-
saucers.
Gligar, you experience uncontrollable tremors and tics, which impose disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws that use strength or dex.
Which is my entire kit.
Yeah. That's real bad.
Dude.
That's fine.
So as this amalgam runs up to you, Gligar, it is just a howling mass of veins and tendrils, and it just starts to pull you apart, and it's ripping muscle and tearing your flesh out to the point that you're struggling to stay composed, mostly from pain and also fear and just terror
100%.
of what's to come. It's
Terrifying.
Avion. It's Avion now.
Avion.
Yes.
And then
That's just-
Dodrio and Hank are on deck.
I was just double confirming that Lunar was weak to psychic.
Yep, Lunar is weak to Psychic, Fairy, and Fire, and then nobody has Solar anymore. So
Yeah.
you literally blew up Helios. There's no
Alright.
Solar left.
It's accurate.
He's super gone.
We can bring him
Avion
back
is
together.
gonna
Do you want to?
majestically
Just to
prance
use him for now.
down. And
Jumping down there?
yes. And we're gonna do a hurricane.
Oh, heck yeah, buddy. Okay. So the
It's a strength save.
strength save. Okay.
Rocky like a...
The amalgam.
Yeah.
The amalgam gets a 15.
Just
the
does it.
commanders get a 12 and an 8.
They fail.
The swarm gets a 3, a 13, and a 9.
Okay, so everybody fails except the first thing.
Okay, so roll your damage.
Amalgam, I think. 13.
Okay, is it half on a success?
Yes.
Okay, the amalgam's going to take 7 for 2, 2, 3. You rolled 13. The commanders both failed, so they're going to take 13 each. The swarm is 39 damage. Okay. So, Avion, as you glide off the roof of the Pokemon Center, size up the squad, you see that Gligar and Dodrio are in danger, and you create a hurricane that carves beautifully around the two of them and pushes things out and away. As you blow away
Not if you say
about
it.
a dozen, you get a baker's dozen Elgiums. You cause some serious damage to the commanders, and the amalgam is just a little bit buffeted. But it's a good bout of damage. She just did a little over 100 to everything on the field. Pretty good. Dodrio.
Dodrio, seeing Gligar start to like kind of like twitch and have all these like weird little ticks going on, one of the heads grabs him by like the pincer and throws him on his back.
Heck yeah, buddy.
Dodrio is going to dash.
Use that runaway.
And use runaway.
Let's go, baby.
You're gonna bring him out here.
He's gone. I love it. Okay. You drag Gligar out of there, cut your way through the swarm, and you run.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it for him. Hank, being super pissed, he is going to spend a meta magic sorcery point. And
snap, son.
And he's going to empower his spell.
Yeah.
And at 4th level, you see flames begin to kind of dance up his forearms as he just kind of holds his hands over his head, and he's going to throw a fireball right here.
I love it. I'm gonna give you the Lurcher as well.
I need all of them to make dexterity save.
Okay.
And I need 96.
Yeah, so you start coordinating and grabbing all of your damage dice.
Yeah.
I gave Hank some really fun things that he can do like
I
2
want
or
them
3
to fail
times.
so bad.
Okay.
I do too.
So let
Can I borrow your
me
dice?
Yeah. Which ones do you need?
D6s.
let me roll
3, 4,
in
5.
front of everybody for all of this.
6, 7. I just
Okay.
need 2.
The Lurcher.
That
There
would
we
be
go.
4.
Oh, the Whooper. Okay. So our lurching friend has a +7 to Dex.
Okay.
And what is it? What do they need?
Oh, let me look. Super high.
Come on, 1.
I mean, I'm using this die for a reason.
1.
It rolls really low
Let
historically.
me pull up my spells.
Which means I've jinxed it and he's going to crit.
16.
Yeah.
16?
Yeah.
So he needs
So-
an 8 or less.
Yeah, 8 or less.
1. 1.
The Lurcher gets a 9.
Oh my gosh.
So makes it by 1.
Boo.
He literally meets it.
Yeah, so he meets it.
I am going to spend another
It's
one.
empowered though, right?
Empowered
So you
allows me
just-
to re-roll any amount of dice that I can.
Oh, I thought
But
it was disadvantaged on the
nope,
save.
I am
Is
going
that
to
heightened?
Yeah, I am
Okay.
going to do it to where he has disadvantage. So
Okay.
I'll spend 3 more sorcery points.
Okay. Second roll is a
2.
2.
Yeah.
So the Lurcher fails.
I could choose 5 creatures. I'm going to do it to the rest.
Everybody's got disadvantage. Okay. Okay.
So I wasted 4 sorcery
Okay.
points.
So
you
help
didn't
me.
waste anything.
No, no, no.
No,
I don't
no, not waste. Sorry.
So help me.
Used.
So help me remember, because I know I'm gonna. This guy big failed.
Yes.
So he's gonna take.
Yeah.
He
All
failed and is weak.
So he's taking double
He's
whatever
taking
he rolls.
double
Yes.
of the full amount.
Yes.
Okay.
This commander is a
10.
10 plus, and it's Dex. He's a 12.
Yes. Fails.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna roll a second time. Actually, he might get a 1. He did. Okay. This
So
guy.
they're the same. Oh, oh.
3.
3. He might get a 1.
4.
4. Okay.
The
So
amalgam.
fail, fail, fail. The amalgam is a +4 on Dex. He's got a 15 or a 14.
fails.
So he fails. And then the swarm, I'm going to roll 3 times.
Yes.
7.
Okay, so
Okay.
one swarm succeeds.
One swarm
everyone else
succeeded,
fails.
everybody failed. So
Okay.
roll your damage 1 time.
45.
Nice.
45.
Yeah, that's base.
So that's
Okay. 45 base. So the LGM swarm is going to take
That for you. Both work.
180, 45, 225 to the swarm.
Because there's 2 fails and a success.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
90, 90,
180.
45.
Yeah, 225.
Yeah, cool. Commander failed, 90.
Yep.
Dead?
He's dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dead? I don't even want to do the math on that one. We have 90 damage to the Lurcher, which is massive. And then 90 damage to the Amalgam, also massive.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's-
So I made you a
Almost.
deal earlier. You did enough to push the swarm back out of the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you dropped a fireball and blew them
Dude,
all
that
out.
was tight, Hank.
Yeah.
So Hank,
out of my city.
seeing your home in danger, your arrow tattoo kind of sparks up and red flames start to lick between your fingers, and you just lob a fireball through the streets. In the kind of dark and stormy day that's hanging over your city, the city block is lit up bright orange as a fireball trails down and just immolates the swarm, destroying every Elgium that was in the walls of the city. But anyways, all of that to say, Hank, you managed to also detonate a commander, which will set the swarm back of
Yeah.
fairway, and you burn the amalgam pretty badly, and the Lurcher even just starts to kind
Dude,
of
that was-
ignite and burn away.
Karliah will turn to Hank and like a
Salute.
little bit of hope
Wait.
in her face.
A little bit.
I
Hey.
smell victory.
Good on Good Deacon's turn. he is going to remember that he has a thing because there's a lot of stuff to track. It is going to be finishing up his inspiring leader speech because I forgot to tell you that he can do that, and I forgot that he could do it. So Deacon Halsey is going to give 15 temporary hit points to the 4 humans.
Okay.
And then I will throw a bone to everybody and give it to Dodrio and Gligar as well to just kind of keep them back up. So
Sweet.
everybody's going to have 15 extra temporary hit points.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
Because I totally gave his little speech and then forgot to tell you there's like a literal reason
Benefit.
that he did it. But that's...
We just didn't have to hear him talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's going to have happened. And then he's going to also kind of help you out a little bit.
Thanks, Deke.
He's going to turn on one of the various megaphones in front of him, look down at Gligar, who is also just, getting kind of
He got rolled.
getting a little bit bodied, which is not great. And he is going to utilize his powers as the mayor to emit in a 120-foot radius centered on the tower, an aura of purity. So all of you are immune to disease. You have resistance to poison damage, advantage on saving throws against effects that would blind, charm, deafen, frighten, paralyze, poison, or stun you.
Okay.
Gligar
You have
has half
advantage
that
on
already.
all of that. Yeah, I know Gligar's kind of a beast, but for now, the good
Works,
Deacon
man.
Halsey is going to throw an aura of purity out on the entire field.
Perfect.
Just kind of keep everybody happy, healthy,
So
and
that
on their
goes
feet.
out to
Oh.
Pure.
And then we have Luci.
All right.
What's the play?
Lucy's feeling a little inspired now that Hank has shown that these things can actually,
They
there's
can
a
be
fighting
beaten.
chance.
Yeah.
I went from feeling I got to get out of here, there's no chance this is a suicide mission, to, all right, we can do this.
Yeah.
So, thank you, Hank. 'Cause
Roger.
Nothing better than hope.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Listen to Bon Jovi on my nondescript music.
I
Living on a prayer, baby.
Lucy's going over here
Yeah.
and jumping up, and from the back, stabbing, because I have 2 like crescent swords on my hand. Think of like brass knuckles, but diamond edged knives, and I'm just like bam, 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 striking it as many times as I can
Yeah.
until it starts to turn.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
my offhand attack is going reroll because that's just not okay.
All right. I'll hide your shame from the audience. There you go.
18,
Okay, try it one more time. Just see if you crit. Okay.
13.
Those are
See,
both better.
Die that works.
Okay. So Lucy, you jump out of the shadows,
Mm-hmm.
kind of do a tumble roll behind, and you go to stab the commander, and your blade just hits the rocky exterior, and you go, oh no. And you grab your other one and jab it in. Roll for me a d4 and 4 d6s.
All right.
Beautiful.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So I got a 4 on my D4
And 10 on
So
your
plus 5,
sixes.
so 9.
So
and
that plus
10
5.
on the other.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So he's dead.
You
Next.
did 14?
Yes.
He did more than that. He did
you-
19.
19?
19.
Yeah.
Okay, if you did 14, you left him with 1.
Yeah, no,
But
he's
because
dead.
you did 19, Lucy, you tumble out of the shadows. You stick your knife through the back of the commander, just twist, and the head just pops off. The whole thing deactivates, and the swarm stops glowing in the immediate area.
Okay.
Sick, dude.
That's another commander down.
Another rat man dead.
So
Eat
you
it.
have now officially killed 2 commanders
Your nose
lifetime,
reference.
and they were both in the same round.
Do I have another action?
You can run away.
That's what I want to do. I want to run back to my shadow.
Okay. Yeah,
go
you
into
can.
here.
You run back through the alley, kind of tumble through one of the little side streets, and you end up back where you started.
Because
Kind of duck back down.
I'm not a big, strong guy that's going to take a lot of damage. I got to
Yeah, no.
get in,
you'll-
get out.
Yeah, you'll get McMurdered.
Mm-hmm.
Better be careful.
Okay.
Okay. The Elgium Swarm. I made you a promise. They will reconvene at the city gates.
All right.
You blew up everyone that was within there. I'll say it takes them around to get back to that gate.
Refill. So we
great
didn't
stuff,
knock them back. We killed everything
You killed
up
the ones
into
that were there. Yeah.
Okay, I just
He
want to...
he did 225 damage to the swarm. I can't not reward you.
Let's go.
Okay.
45.
That's
of
the
them
swarm.
blasted.
We have
Fireball, fourth
Constantine.
level.
Constantine
Yeah.
is looking for inspiration. So, what Constantine's going to do, he's going to fly down.
Okay.
He's going to pick up one of the swarm,
All right.
right? One that's kind of dazed and confused already because he was at the front, right? Going to pick him up. He's going to fly over and drop him on this dude. Just like kind of a big old middle finger. Just drop him on there.
It's about sending a message.
And then fly back.
Okay. So to the swarm member that you picked up, he's going to take a d6 for every 10 feet that he falls.
Okay.
And I'll say you can drop him reasonably from about 30 feet with your movement to get there. Pick a thing up, go up there and
Pretty
drop
sure
him.
I was at least 55 to
If
60.
you're flying there and back, you don't have that much movement.
There's no way.
I'll say it's a lot closer to you grabbing him and flinging him laterally than it is like grabbing.
Okay, all right, so 30
going
feet.
out,
All
yeah.
right, all right, I lose.
So it's 3d6.
So 3d6. I'll meet you halfway though.
8.
It's neat. Okay. So you're gonna pick up this one Elgium.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, and you just fling him out, and he goes, and he collides with the Lurcher, and is just unmade, and then some of the pebbles kind of smack into the Lurcher.
Okay. And I did that really for inspiration for the rest of the group to be like, yeah, all right, they're beatable.
I can kill
I can
one
do
member of
it.
the swarm, and I'll do it again. Karliah,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
Yes. So she's going to run up to the edge of this castle, or the Pokemon Center, excuse me. Sees
It's not a
this
castle.
Noctowl toss an Elgium, and she's going to light her arrows ablaze, shoot them also at the Lurcher, and
Okay.
see if she can hit it before the Elgium lands.
I believe.
Crit!
Natural 20.
Light 'em up.
So Karliah, when you crit.
I know, I get an extra additional die of damage.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Plus, he's injured, so I get
Yes.
an extra die on top
Yeah.
of that.
Yep.
So that's 20 of the non-fire damage,
'Kay.
doubled to 40 because
40.
it's a crit.
40 because it's a crit.
And then the 2 is doubled because fire into
And then
4.
doubled because you crit
Because
to
it's a
8.
crit. Okay. So 48. Sorry, 48 total.
48 total damage.
Into the Lurcher.
On your first attack
Nice.
this round. 'Cause
Nice.
You have multiple attacks in a round this time.
Yes.
So Karliah, as you stand on the roof of the Pokemon Center, you see the large being out in front of you. Take a deep breath. Pull back one of your arrows. Your arrow tattoo kind of sparks up. Flames trail from the quiver to your fingers. The bowstring alights. You launch a fire arrow into the lunar Lurcher that lets out a horrible eldritch roar. Kind of sends a chill down everyone's spine, but that aura of purity keeps everybody nice and calm as your arrow just strikes clean into there for 48 damage to the Lurcher.
Nice.
Karliah, you have a second attack.
Okay. So she will fire off another one.
Get him.
It will still hit. It's a 26.
Beautiful.
I'm going to drop 1d8 though because it's not a crit.
Yeah. You also have a thing called multi-attack defense, which will be
Yes,
very
I saw
useful
that.
if you end up in melee.
Correct. So 4 on the fire.
4 on the fire.
15, 16, so 20 total.
20 total. It's
Pretty
beautiful.
good. That was 2%.
Yeah. I always get a kick out of the math you guys do. You're like, yeah, I did 2% of its health in one
2%
shot.
of its health.
It just screams like raid boss energy. where
Yeah.
You're like, I'm going to use my ultimate move. And the HP bar goes, "Nyeh." And you're like, yeah. All right. So Karliah, you set out another arrow. Not as powerful as the last one, but slams in. You probably split the crit arrow like right down the middle. Just to be extra. That's pretty baller. Okay. That's Karliah. We have Gligar.
This dude is not okay.
No.
He, and of course, Google Sheets decides to do a download. He's just going to hold his action for something to get in range.
Okay.
But he's kind of like clinging to the side of Dodrio to
Yeah.
kind of keep him
Just
stabled.
Clutching on to
Yeah.
be safe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The Elgium Swarm is going to push forward. They're going to reach here. Miss Magus and Avion.
Yes. Avion.
That's me. You're up.
If a 13 hits you,
But I'm in the shadows.
yeah, that's fine.
Can't hit him.
If a 13 hits you, we will go from there. I don't think a 13 hits either of you.
For you said
13
Miss Magus?
Yeah, 13 will hit
Miss
Miss Magus.
Magus will hit.
Miss Magius, you have incoming
How can you-
1d8 force damage,
How
which
can
is
you-
2.
How can you see in the shadows? Oh.
Because they're aliens.
They have like alien psychic
They're
powers.
mind flares.
Yeah. If you're in there and you hide, they'll ignore you. But if you're just in the shadow, they're like, "Hey, someone's in there," and they're gonna come after you. But you only take 2 points of damage. It's really nothing too spooky. All right, Xavier, it's you.
So the lunar lurcher's in here.
The Lurcher's in the city, and Amalgam is in the city.
Yes.
The Elgium Swarm is back in the city.
Okay, I'm gonna try to. There's only one amalgam.
There's one Amalgam, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try to earthbind the lurcher.
Oh, snap.
Such a good call.
Okay, same deal.
Okay.
It is a strength save from the Lurcher. It has a +7.
What does it need?
I will roll it in front of you.
15.
Okay.
15?
So 7 or less.
7 or less.
7 or less.
Piece of cake.
7 or less.
4.
Can I use
18.
my luck on this?
Yeah,
Yeah, let's do it.
because it is a
Oh yeah,
saving throw.
luck is so nice.
19. Okay.
It's all right.
It's a good try, Xavier, as you try to lock this thing down. Some golden tendrils kind of wrap around this thing and start to push it into the earth, and it just roars and they snap. But that's Xavier. The Behemoth are gonna... He's gonna get back to here.
Nice.
Because you eviscerated the last group. And then the Behemoth commander goes to there. There you go.
Oh, that one's a commander. That one's just a regular. Okay.
A regular Behemoth. Well, the regular Behemoth, I didn't even mention him. He got absolutely beamed by the
That makes more sense.
by the
Got it.
fireball. They have like 60 hit points. He did 90 damage. He got lost in the sauce.
But that means I did the carryover to the other. No,
Yep.
I'm just kidding.
The Lurcher.
Oh, God.
Closest thing is Avion, buddy.
Yep.
I'm sorry to say.
It's all right.
This is where things get nutty.
This is
Yeah.
where things start to look a
Yeah.
little grim. Okay, first of 6. It's an 18 on the die. First one, 62 damage to Avion
All
for the
right.
first attack.
Can't take another one of those.
How much damage do you have?
I have 120 HP.
Okay, second hit against you,
Uh-huh.
21 to hit,
Okay.
64 points of damage.
He's
okay.
dead.
Yeah. I can't. Can I? It's not worth it.
You want to try it? You want to try to luck it?
It doesn't matter. You got 4 more attacks coming.
Yeah.
Even if I make that one miss,
Yeah.
you're gonna
Okay.
hit one more.
All right, Avion.
That's
Yeah.
your Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Avion. Apologies, Bite a Wolf. I thought it might live more than a few rounds, but here we are. Such is the nature. Avion,
Mm-hmm.
as the first 2 slams punch into you, the first one dissolves your front leg, and you're kind of just left as like a tripod. The second one hits you in the spine and just kind of drops you back as you're just the front part of a torso. Feel yourself withering away as those tendrils are encompassing you, dissolving you. You get a final swing. Go big.
So, having no spine and no legs,
it's a rough way to go.
Yeah. that's-
Avion is going to just stare at this Lurcher with fierce determination, slap its giant Avion tail down
Yeah.
to launch itself straight at it. Mouth open, ready to bite
Yeah.
and do what it can.
Okay.
400.
An 18 to hit.
Hits. Oh boy.
12 flying damage.
12 flying damage.
What do you expect from a carcass?
On your way out, Avion. You fly into the lunar lurcher, and like so many before you, as you impact it, you do not come out the other side. As you just collide with it and are deatomized. For now, that's all he's gonna do. He's gonna kill Avion and move up.
Closer.
So that's that lurcher. Okay, Xatu.
Come on, Xatu.
Your time to shine.
Yep. Zatu's
Why
gonna
they're there.
fire off a psychic at it.
Nice.
Okay. Good stuff.
16 to hit though.
16 to hit on the lurcher?
Yes.
It's exactly.
Thank goodness. Okay, we're doing 2d8 psychic.
Okay, and that'll be doubled.
Oh, sorry, 2d10.
2d10.
Yeah, that's.
Well, never mind. Then I'm not doubling it.
Woo!
Oh,
The both
11,
ends of the
double
spectrum.
22.
22.
A 10 and a 1.
All right. Very good. All right, Xatu, you
Take
focus
that.
all of your energy to where you hope one of this thing's brains are, and you just detonate a psychic blast. And a huge, like, polyp just explodes, and a bunch of blood and nastiness comes popping out. It's pretty gross.
Yeah, and then we're gonna fly back a little bit.
Okay. That's fair. Totally fair. Miss Magus?
All right, so I'm going to stay where I am and try to hit it with a will-o-wisp.
Oh, snap. Okay, so another con save on the Lurcher.
Yeah.
I'll roll it in front of you. Got a +7. That's a 10. So you burn the
No,
Lurcher.
I think it barely makes it, doesn't it? 'Cause it's a 17.
Yeah.
And it's +7.
I rolled a 3.
Oh, I thought
Yeah,
you
You
Seven,
guys
roll
keep
10.
adding doubles.
Stop!
Okay.
I couldn't see, and then you
sorry.
picked it up.
I said 3 for a 10.
Yes.
Yeah. So you
Alright.
burn him.
Nice.
So you.
Well done.
So yet again, this Lurcher will die.
yes.
It is just a question of will you kill it before it destroys the city.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's
That
Miss
makes
Magus. You burn the Lurcher. The Behemoth commanders. If I get an assist here, if you just throw one right here. And then I need to keep one here because the normal Behemoth is going to be here.
Yeah,
so there
he's
should
the
be a
normal
third.
Behemoth.
Yeah,
so
there
we
should be
need
a third
new
guy. Go ahead and throw me
commander.
one right there.
Okay. I was
So
about
there
to
are
say,
now there's now 2 commanders in range, and then this guy is going to move up
regular.
here and download. So he's going to
Okay.
buff himself in the swarm. But that's that. The Lunar Amalgam is not going to see anything super exciting. He's just going to go to here.
just jump
He's going to run, but
Yeah.
60 feet.
he's going to move 30 feet up. Just get into position. But there's nobody not in an alley or anything super accessible. The Amalgam and the Lurcher cannot fit between the buildings. If the Lurcher were to try, it would just deatomize the building on the way. But it's not super efficient for them. They have their goal. Okay. That's the Amalgam. The Swarm is going to take 2 attacks on Miss Magus.
Okay.
And then they're going to bowl ahead.
Okay.
They're both going to hit Miss Magus
Okay.
for 6 points of damage total.
Okay.
That's the Swarm.
Oh, jeez.
Another Amalgam is going to approach the bridge here. Alluvia is going to feel a little scarier than Green Gate did. Dodrio. He's
Dodrio.
up.
Yeah, he's looking at Hank and kind of gives him the nod, and he's holding his ground and is going to wait for that Lurcher to approach.
Okay. I respect it. Hank!
All right.
Are
So,
you doing it? No.
how does...
It's too early.
So I know how, like, if you use a spell as an action, you can only use a bonus action to cast a cantrip. You ignore those rules,
I don't
correct?
like those rules. I think those rules are dumb.
I'm about to go supernova. Let's
Yeah,
do this.
if you want to do like a fireball, quicken a fireball,
That's
I will let
exactly
you
what I'm
do it.
doing.
Yeah.
But as a bonus action, I am dumping 4 first level spell slots to regain 4 sorcery points to regain another 4th level spell slot.
You doing your sorcery math?
So now I got
Okay.
2 4th level fireballs. Flames are going to dance up and start burning Hank's neck.
I love it.
It's going to be 18 d6 fire damage
Double? Yeah.
going directly like right here.
Okay. The Lurcher
Yeah.
has a +7. Gets a 12. So the Lurcher fails. So 54.
Yes.
I'm gonna take this pretty slow.
That's fine.
So I don't miss any damage for you.
Okay.
So there you go. Okay, so the Lurcher takes that.
Yep.
The Amalgam next to it has a +4. Gets a 17.
That
Just succeeds.
Just succeeds. So he's going to take 27.
I burnt everything.
Luci, you take 13 from that.
Okay.
Then I'm going to do the commanders because they're different.
What are they plus? Not enough.
It's a 5. One fails, so I'll say this one fails.
Okay, that's 54 to him.
And fails because they have a 2.
54 to both.
So 54 to both. The swarm, I will give... I'm going to do it 3 times, and they're going to take it. If they fail, they're going to take it twice. If they succeed, they're going to take it once. It makes sense in my head. So the first one's a big fail.
Okay.
Second one is a 15 plus 1. So
Fails.
Fails.
And a
Fail.
12. So they fail 3
times.
So it's... I'm going to give them...
162.
I'm giving them 6 iterations of the swarm. I just don't want to roll that many.
Yeah.
So 54 times 6.
Oh, wow.
Is 324.
24. Okay. The swarm does not do well with like battle magic. So that's another 300 damage.
This is the
to them.
first part too. This isn't.
Yeah,
That's the
that's
first fireball.
That's
yeah.
the first fireball. Did 54 damage
Worth it.
across the board, and then did 13 to Luci. Luci's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in Karliah's head right now, because she can't speak, she's like, that's the best hire I've ever made at the gym.
I can speak with you telepathically.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm a psionic sorcerer.
You're welcome.
And
Okay.
Karliah will mentally say to him, I don't pay you enough.
Just
Okay.
winks.
So that's the first
Money,
explosion.
nothing now.
Yep.
Here's the second one. So second bout of damage, and then we'll do a second bout of saves.
Yep. 31.
31. So same deal. I'm gonna start with the Lurcher.
Oh boy, we're
Plus
doing
7.
it again.
15.
Fail,
Fails.
baby.
Fails.
So 31, 62. So 62 more to the Lurcher. Amalgam
Yes.
plus 4. 13.
Nice.
So the Amalgam takes 62. The Amalgam's officially bloodied. Commander number this one
Commander number
fails.
1.
And commander that one
Also fails.
also fails.
Yes, I didn't
Commander
even
this
see
and
it.
Commander that.
Okay,
This
so
and that.
they
Yes.
fail
Commander 1, Commander 2.
62
and that.
more to each of them.
That's what he said.
The standalone Behemoth has a +2. Fails and dies. So I'm not even going to put him on the map.
Hey!
The Swarm,
So,
310
yes.
damage.
Nice.
Hank, you just did 640 damage to the Swarm.
Dude, that's so tight. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
I will.
Get him out of here.
I will make you the same deal as before. You can remove the Elgium from the city
Uh-huh.
that were in radius of that, which is all of them.
Yep.
Hank, as you dig deep yet again, the skin on your fingers and your arms kind of just turns black. You can see some of the bone, but it doesn't hurt. It just feels like power. You fling another 2 fireballs out of your hands, lobbing them into these horrible monstrosities. The Lurcher collides with a nearby building, kind of starts to dissolve it apart. The Amalgam is sort of crushed under some of the rubble, and when it comes out, it tears off one of its limbs and leaves it behind, and it turns into ash. The Swarm is just gone, and there was a Behemoth that was just running in, and when the smoke clears, he's gone. He just disappears. The commanders are both horribly charred, very much bloodied.
And I
Hank?
still have 4 sorcery points left, baby.
Hank is killing it today. Okay. So Deacon Halsey is going to also attempt to assist you. Fireball's a 20-foot radius, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, because this is the same radius, so I don't have to calculate it out. So I'm going to give one iteration of Elgiums. Both commanders, the Amalgam and the Lurcher, have to make an intelligence save. As Deacon Halsey takes 2 microphones and holds them together right next to a speaker system.
Nice.
As there's like this huge reverb as synaptic static is going to go off in this radius.
That's good.
So I will roll in front of you guys again. And this is me giving you a slight hint that I haven't been able to give you before. They all have to make an intelligence save. The Lurcher has a -3 to intelligence saves. He's a -1. The
I think he just
Amalgam
died.
has a -3.
It's a glitch where you.
Oh, is that it?
It's actually.
Gets a 16 down to 13. The commanders have a +5 though, so this we'll see. That guy gets a 13, still fails. And
16.
that's a 16, which either exactly meets.
No, it failed.
I
think
memorized the microphone attack.
it does fail. And then the swarm is irrelevant. So the swarm, everybody's gonna fail.
Yeah, Alluvia.
Everybody.
We are going to win.
Drew's like, oh my god.
Okay, so a couple things are gonna happen. They all take 8d6 psychic damage, which is doubled for everything that's not the swarm or the commander. So the amalgam and the lurcher are gonna take it. For the next minute, it subtracts a d6 from attack rolls and ability checks and concentration checks. But they're gonna repeat the intelligence save at the end of each turn and end the effect. But it's extremely unlikely. They have to crit. If the amalgam or the lurcher crit with their bonus, they'll get a 17, which is the DC. So as long as Deacon is around.
Yes, Deacon.
Which, I mean, he's with the tower, so.
Yeah. As long as he stands, Alluvia
He'll
will
stand while it's standing.
Yeah.
Then when
Okay.
But
he
I mean,
falls,
if
it
he
falls.
falls, then we're already
And there's
dead.
only 2 of these
50-50.
guys, so if we can kill them, they're both dead.
Let's deep fry
So that
Deacon.
is
Just say it enough for it to be real.
so that is 33 damage, doubled to 66 to the amalgam. That is to the lurcher as well. The Bohemian commanders are still up with 1 hit point each.
Wow.
And then the swarm.
Have fun there, Luci.
The swarm suffers some minor casualties, but
I just
enough.
keep killing. It's like somebody comes along and just like puts them on life support,
Yeah.
and then I get to come up and pull the plug. Look what I did.
Yeah. It's what people think One Punch Man actually is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then following the last bout of attacks, we're going to throw a bonus inspiration onto Luci as well.
Nice.
I'm ignoring that you're super far away in the shadows. I'm going to give you a d10 to use on an attack roll.
Well, Lucy's up, so
Yes.
I'm up.
Yes. So
All right.
that is
2
Deacon
commanders,
Halsey.
1 turn.
yeah, do it up, dude.
Go for it, buddy. There you go. So that's a 21. So your first one will hit
Boom.
that guy.
Uh-huh.
You get
Make him wait for it.
I guess your sneak attack, it doesn't
Boom.
really matter. They both have a hit point. But go ahead and roll to hit the other guy. We'll get that out of the way. So do the exact same thing you just did.
Wow,
2.
dude.
Bro.
He needs that
13.
advantage. So same deal. 21 on both. So I will not deny you the joy of rolling your damage.
Okay.
So you're going to roll a d4 and 4 d6s for the first guy. You're going to really overkill one of them. Just put 2 of those back. Give me 2 of those.
You're over here playing Queen's Cup. To, like,
He's playing liar's dice over here. And he's like,
All right, you have what you need. Picks
got-
up 5 more.
I've got 5 4s. You can't. There's only
Nice.
4 dice.
So I got
15.
14 plus 1, 15.
Okay. If you want, you can. Well, it doesn't really matter, but if you want, you can re-roll your damage and take another one. But okay. You kill the first commander,
That's 2.
and then roll your damage.
Just saying.
As you tumble back through the alley, you jump out and stab the other one in the back. Go ahead and roll your damage again.
2 to my 1200. You got
Down here.
this.
Stab, stab.
So that is 8.
15.
15 again?
15.
Okay.
15 Malone.
Luci, you're living up to your goal as in, I think, 3 rounds of combat, you guys have killed 4 commanders. At Green Gate, you did 19 damage to 1 and 30 to a second.
Yeah, he's.
You guys have killed 4 commanders in 3 rounds.
We're a great team.
Lucy's in debt to Lieutenant Aldo Rain.
No,
50 commando
You owe me,
scouts.
you owe me 3 dozen Bohemian commander
Lucy
scouts.
is such a narcissist that he thinks he's killing these guys in like 1 turn.
He's like, I'm so good.
Yes, like I'm just gonna hang
You
out and
got
kill all
this,
these guys.
Lucy.
And I'm sitting there on fire, like,
Please. Ah, my hands.
All right,
Okay.
and then
What's that guy's
You jump back into
problem?
the.
I'm
back in the
going
shadows?
Back in the shadows.
All right. Beautiful.
That's
The
incredible.
The swarm.
They're back
I'll
at
follow
the
my
gate.
own rules. They'll get back to where they are.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't want you guys to take them off the
Yeah,
board.
I just keep putting them back
Yep.
at the front.
Perfect. Now it's Constantine, then Karliah, then Gligar. All right, Constantine. What are you doing?
The founder of the Eastern Roman Empire.
You know what? Constantine's going to
You
do
still on
something a
that
little different right now.
Oh, I'm never getting off this kick.
All right,
He's
hold
flying
on.
down here from behind,
Okay.
and he's got like a mask on his head that has like a little blade on it. He's going to try to fly by and just see if there's an Achilles back here to try to slice it.
So we're gonna go for a flyby carve.
Okay?
Do you want to try to hit the other one instead?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Going
want
for the
this
big guy.
Yeah.
Big
Roll
boy.
for me a d20 and add 9.
27.
Beautiful.
27.
Beautiful.
See?
Beautiful.
Everybody worried
Roll
about
me.
nothing?
Yep. 3. Oh wait. Roll me 3. I was waiting for 3. That didn't count because I
never
didn't
do
like
that.
the result.
I would never do that.
I don't know how many of those have made it to air, but
I would definitely say
Been at
that
least 2.
if
Give
a
me-
die rolls a 3 like 6 times in a row, it obviously broken
All right,
and
give
needs to
me-
be replaced.
3.
10 total.
3. Okay.
3, 4,
Or
3.
987.
Talk about rolling
Just how
average.
many I blew
Yeah.
away.
All right, Constantine, you fly down with your bladed helmet. You carve past the Lurcher. As the many appendages are swinging wild, you just duck, dive, and dodge. You carve through there, and you go somewhere else.
I snip it,
Somewhere.
I snip him.
and then because he's there,
Snip, snip.
I'm going to go over here. So
Circumcised?
out of his view.
Okay, and you fly into an alley.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay. All right, Karliah. For real this time.
Karliah is going to run this way.
Yeah.
And jump back down onto here.
Okay, allow it.
Before she jumps, she's going to turn to her Xatu and telepathically be like, I would forgive you if you ran. And that'll come into play later.
Okay.
And shoot an arrow. She jumps off
Okay.
at the Lurcher. She's just seen her Avion be dissolved into chemicals. Does
Vedic.
not wish that on Xatu for
Yeah.
reasons we'll get into.
Probably wouldn't wish that on anybody.
That is a 12 to hit, I believe.
Fuck it.
Yeah, we're gonna do
I was
that.
like, use the luck.
Throw some luck on there.
Luck it.
Try it again.
There we go.
That's what I'm talking
24 to hit.
Baby.
Much better.
15 and then 4 fire, so 19
Three
total.
5s on 3 different dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need flames.
So
they
that-
disappoint
That's
me.
consistency.
Having landed real cool, she's gonna fire another shot.
Okay.
There we go. Be 13 plus 8 fire.
You
21.
have the option to re-roll with Piercer.
That's right.
If you want to throw that 1 again, you try to get more.
Yeah, boy. 28 total.
28 total. Okay. You
That's what I'm
push.
talking about.
You push that Lurcher over the 1,000 damage taken threshold. As you leap off the
Excellent.
roof of the Pokemon Center, you land kind of on the side of the mart, and you launch 2 arrows behind you, and then you just grab onto the side. Following that, it is the Lurcher. And the Lurcher is going to move up 6 squares, and then if it's within range, it's gonna go after
The Lurcher,
no,
not
no,
that
the big
one.
guy,
The
big guy.
big.
Lurcher.
Big. So while I'm on my on that wave, Miss May, just please roll me a D8 of burn damage.
Yes.
The Lurcher is going to burn
3.
for 3 damage. Okay.
All right. Do I get to do my attacks?
You do get to do your attacks.
All right. I'll just do Dodrio first.
Okay.
Come on, boy.
Okay. 21 points of damage all day.
And then here's Gligar. Disadvantage on the attack.
Oh, buddy.
Going for a Poison Sting, hoping
Okay.
to poison.
Yeah.
12 to hit. The Lurcher. Yeah, I figured as much.
That'll miss. Our close good friend, Mr. Halsey, is going to look down at Gligar, seeing that the end may be nigh, and he's going to throw an extra 9 on that to hit.
Woo! All right. So
Nice.
I need to max damage this, and he becomes poisoned.
What do you have to roll? 1 die? 2 dice.
2 dice. He has to roll a 12. If he gets a 12, this thing is burned and poisoned. Come on, buddy.
Nope.
Well, there we
I
go.
rolled
What's the
doubles.
opposite of
2 ones?
Yes.
Ones.
So Gligar, the first one will come at you.
Yeah.
We'll just start there. Roll your burn die, and that
Didn't
is
she already
subtracted
just do
from
the first one?
That is subtracted from the attack.
No,
roll.
that was a different one.
Oh,
So here we go.
subtracted from the attack roll?
gotcha.
Come on, Tia.
7.
7? Gligar, what's your AC, buddy?
13.
So, this is 16 minus 7.
9.
Oh, that's to hit? Whoa,
9.
I thought it was
Yeah.
the damage.
Oh, no, sorry. It's been the to hit.
Whoa.
What? I'm confused now.
So your
Your
burn
impacting
I think I've been
is to hit.
I think I've been reading it to you wrong. I have burn pulled up.
Okay.
Burn is when you try to hit somebody.
Yeah.
Because you're burned, you're less effective.
Okay.
You're subtracting that number from the hit, and he takes 7 burn damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
It
So
might
it's
hurt a little.
both.
Yes.
Okay.
So he
that's cool.
takes 7 damage, and that attack roll will miss Gligar.
Nice.
As the fist collides with
Dude,
the
that's
concrete and just
huge.
dissolves a barrier into the floor. It was
Miss
a
Magus.
that was a 4, but we missed by 7. Second attack roll
Okay.
is a 19 on the die.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Bam.
So he takes 4 more. Okay. All right, buddy.
Come
We're
on,
gonna-
Gligar.
this one might just-
Don't do it yet. That's bad.
Listen.
Bad jubies.
Yeah.
Bad jubies.
My
How much
favorite
do you have?
candy.
It could be super low.
It could be super low. He could roll all 2s, and you'd have 5 left.
You're dead.
77.
Oh! Wait, why? How is it 77?
It
That's
is 10d12
Oh my
per
God.
hit.
Yeah.
So Gligar, as you are dying,
Yeah.
God.
ignore your madness disadvantage.
Thanks,
Just
buddy.
tell me if you crit.
Yeah, he's going for the poison sting.
Okay.
Crit, baby.
There'll be a modified 20.
Modified 20?
Yeah.
Okay, buddy. Before you die,
Max damage.
I need to see 12 poison.
Max damage, baby. Let's go.
I can wait.
Yeah, as this thing just kind of grabs Gligar and
Yeah.
brings him in, he just goes and just
Hold
looks
the
to
stinger
Hank.
out?
Yeah, and he just looks to Hank like, it's okay.
On the corner.
So close. A 6 and a 4.
6 and a
So
4.
10 poison.
10 poison damage.
Yeah.
So that's as
You
good as
done
Alright,
good,
buddy.
kid.
an
You
elf.
done
Can
Down
I
good.
final
and
luck
cutting.
him into that for the second die to try to roll a second 6 or no?
No, don't waste that.
No.
It's poison. It does damage forever.
It does do
It
damage.
only
Yeah, but it
affects-
could be
only
an
affects-
8 instead
it only
of a
affects,
10.
D20 rolls.
Okay.
Oh.
Your luck.
All right.
You
It's all right.
Gligar, it's been an honor and a privilege.
It has been.
Dodrio, buddy. Close good friend.
Yeah. Hey.
First attack.
Everything is double.
Didn't
crit.
Dodrio hold his action too?
Bye.
Dodrio took the held action.
Yeah,
This
I
is a
took
crit.
my hell.
You
right.
didn't
so am I
have
rolling?
another.
Roll the burn damage, but in comes a crit.
1.
Yeah.
Okay,
His Pokemon are
Dodrio.
getting dusted.
Dodrio got crit by the Lurcher. So it's going to take 10d12 doubled because it's super effective. Dodrio, take 242 points of lunar damage.
That exactly outright kills him from full.
But you get a final attack.
Oh, thanks.
You might be able to paralyze him or freeze him or
or
something.
burn him again.
Yeah. Or all 3. So
Um,
roll me 3d20s just to see if you want to do try attack. I don't mean to tell you you have to.
Do
but
Yeah, I'm doing try
crit,
attack.
Crit.
Okay.
Crit.
Come on, buddy.
Come on,
so-
one of them.
Electric, fire, ice.
All right, buddy. I believe in you. Get one of them.
They all hit,
Okay.
but
No crits.
no crits.
Yep. Same thing for the death throws. I'm not going to allow you to miss on your death throws if
Yeah.
you want to go after the big guy. Live your dream.
2d8 electric,
Okay.
3.
Okay.
Nice.
And then fire.
Do fire last.
Okay, ice.
Mhm.
7.
7.
And then fire. 5, double to 10.
5 double to 10.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. All right, Dodrio. Hank, as you look down on the field, you see
My sweet boys.
both of your friends just torn asunder, left gone. Your hands are still kind of crackling with the fire. Your flesh is just smoking off. You just let out a roar. Down goes the Dodrio.
First becomes a Doduo, then a Doduno.
and then
No.
That's exactly where I went. Dodrio, do duo, do uno, do oh no.
oh no.
Karliah, you're the closest thing, friend.
Yeah.
So the first one at Karliah,
Oh, wait, I gotta roll 2. 8.
8? That's gonna miss. That becomes a 7 to hit you.
And 8 damage. You know?
And 8 damage.
There's no way you're hitting me now.
Now, Karliah, your AC will jump up
to
by
20.
4.
Yeah, good luck hitting me.
So, it's a 23 to hit,
On this next
but
one?
another
You gotta roll
burn.
4. Gotta roll 4 higher.
3.
3. Synaptic static.
What?
Means the attack coming in at Karliah, all of its attacks have minus d6 to hit. One at Karliah becomes 2 less, which brings it to 18.
Okay.
I need to remember this
Okay.
because that lasts until this thing saves at the end of its turn,
Come at
and
me,
it has
bro.
to crit to do that.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
roll your burn.
Okay. 8!
Nice.
So this is a
No
30
chance.
minus 10, which puts it at a
it's
20,
still-
which is exactly your
Dang
AC.
it.
No luck on there?
You know what? Fine. Yeah, we'll do it.
Okay. You don't have to.
Nah,
You
do
just-
The Oracle.
It'll keep you up in the fight longer.
it.
Trying to think
Reroll
if I
it.
have anything else. Okay.
Do the other dice stay?
Yep.
Okay,
so it's
so
still
it's-
minus 10.
Gotta be less than an 18.
It's an 11
Okay.
on the die.
Thank you.
so it's basically it's plus 12 minus 10, so plus 2. It'd be a 13 to hit you. So it will miss.
She's just jumping and sliding and ducking and dodging.
Xavier, hey Gorge, save us. Xavier.
You said another Lurcher's coming, though?
Yeah.
Xavier is going to, in the shadow, be like, I'm going to be right back. Come up here.
Okay.
And then going to do Shatter, so it hits the Amalgam and the Lurcher.
Okay.
Okay.
So the Lurcher succeeds, which
I
means
think it
it'll
needs
take
to
the
be
full,
flat.
but it won't be doubled again.
Yes.
The Amalgam gets a 13 plus 4 is 17 minus 3 is 14.
Okay.
it will
So
fail.
it failed.
So it fails.
Yeah.
So the Amalgam is going to take double what you roll. The Lurcher is going to take what you
So
roll.
32.
32? So 32 to the Lurcher.
64 to the Amalgam.
50.
Jam
Can
a
I get a
man of
64?
fortune.
Can I get a
Jam
reroll?
a man of fortune. Xavier, good job. Okay, time to put some behemoths back on the map. Xatu.
Zaltu's up. Zaltu is going to hover down over here. Yes. And do
Admiral Hoverdown.
a psychic attack.
Oh,
And then retreat a smidge.
okay.
Okay.
Here we go. You ready?
Yes.
No.
Check this out.
Who are you targeting, by the
The
way?
Lurcher.
Okay.
19 to hit.
Hits on the Lurcher.
Oh, I know.
Launching a psychic,
Psychic
on
attack.
the big guy.
Big
We're
guy.
heading for
5 doubled to 10.
5 double to 10.
Wonderful.
Miss Magus.
Yes.
Good luck.
Miss Magus is going to go here.
Ghost your way. Shade step.
It's going to
and-
go past
and
the mart in the alleyway.
doing
Just gonna
a
super
mystical
leave.
fire
Okay.
on the Lurcher.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just doing that for the podcast listeners.
Oh.
28 to hit.
28 hits. Very much so.
12.
12? So 24?
Yes.
Okay. 24 fire damage to the Lurcher.
Yes.
All right, Hank.
Sorcery point math. I gain all my 4th level spell slots. I'm going to empower. I'm going to quicken spell.
Yep.
And I am going to dump 2 more 4th level fireballs on top of these people.
Ah!
And I'm going to reroll. And I'm going to give everybody here disadvantage on their dexterity saves. Leaving me with 1 sorcery point left.
We'll see everybody in 15, 20 minutes. I got some saves to make.
Thank you.
For the listeners and also the viewers, they all failed. Both saves.
I can
Both times.
re-roll up to 5 dice
Okay.
on both of these.
So now we'll do some math. Here we go. So the first fireball is 80 points of fire damage because everything here is weak to fire. So the Amalgam and the Lurcher, we're going to start there. The Amalgam and the Lurcher take 80 points of damage.
Nice.
The Swarm that is there is going to take
What are you trying to do?
80 times 6.
80 times 6 is 48. Or 480.
480 more damage to the Swarm.
So
Ready
the
for the
second
next
one
bout,
only
baby?
hits the Amalgam and the Lurcher
The second
then?
one will only hit the Amalgam and the Lurcher.
Okay.
Because the rest of the Swarm has been blasted out of there.
Doubled.
35 doubles.
70.
70 more.
Yep.
So 150,
So 150 damage to
total.
those guys.
Respect, Hank.
That is end of Hank's turn. I have 1 sorcery point left
Okay.
and like 2 spell slots.
Yeah, I mean, hey, man.
If you get them all in before you die, you did great.
Die empty, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Deacon Halsey, because he is your mayor, I will give you the option. Deacon Halsey can launch another 8d6 synaptic static on everything that's going to come in and the swarm. He can launch it on the swarm and everything here. Or he can do transmute rock and turn a 40-foot cube into thick mud that quarters movement speeds. Let me further complicate your options. He can also reach into the mind of, I'll make it easy and say either this guy or a fresh amalgam, or a lurcher rather, and if they fail an intelligence save, it will regard everything around it as hostile, which means every time you hit it, it will hit the nearest thing. So you could try to weaponize it for a while.
Let's do that
Potentially have
Yeah.
you could
Yeah.
potentially have a lurcher fight
Yeah.
another
one.
lurcher.
Let's do that.
So instead
be
of
good.
200, that could be 1,000.
Yeah.
That would be
1,200.
That's-
so
you
if he
gotta go
does
that
it.
route.
Yeah, if he does it, he has to drop his big aura thing. That's kind of
That's
not
fine.
really mattering
That's
at this
fine.
point. But okay.
You gotta go for that.
So what I will do for you
Mind control.
is he's going to cast Enemies Abound. So Deacon Halsey is going to throw Enemies Abound on the burned Lurcher.
No,
Yeah.
we want the fresh one, don't we?
Well, if you put it on the burned Lurcher, every time he attacks, he's going to take damage. And then if he hits, he's going to deal damage as well.
To,
But
like,
if you
and
take
out to
him,
them.
he's gonna take all 6 attacks against the nearest thing.
It's
which
smarter
means he's
to
gonna
do
start
this.
to kill your lurchers and
Okay.
So we need
because it's also closer
if,
to this.
If Xatu teleports us so that we're not the closest, he'll start going that way and
Yep.
head the other
he
direction.
will.
That's why we're wanting
He
to do it.
regards everything near him as hostile, and he will attack the nearest thing.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you have a luck point left, right?
I have 2. I've only used 1.
But each time you guys deal damage to the lurcher, it
Yeah.
can repeat the save. It has to crit to break it.
Okay.
But it has
Just leave it
synaptic.
alone.
It has synaptic static on it,
Leave it
so
alone.
it
Yeah.
can't
Yeah,
succeed.
leave it alone.
It literally, what I'll throw out for you is it cannot succeed.
It's gonna die.
Which is kind of funny.
I also have a
I
luck
will.
point.
I will roll because the rules dictate that I must. But he gets a 13 minus 3 minus 5, so he's not gonna make that.
So he got a
5.
5.
So he is officially charmed by Deacon Halsey.
Deacon, you legend.
So
I take
You
back
may
my
run
words.
a corrupt government, but when you
Okay.
4
came
more
in-
years.
now you're understanding how he got to the top. So go ahead and throw that on there for me.
Yeah, he steals all our money, but that
But-
one time.
we
That
all
one
didn't
time.
die.
Okay, so that lurcher, which goes on initiative count 9, will
smack
hit
the
the
hell
nearest
out of that.
thing.
He's
Yeah.
Take
dead.
burn damage for each. Well, we have to do it every single time because he's gonna get burned for it. Take the damage, and then any spillover attacks, he will run towards the nearest creature and do them.
Yeah.
So he will turn around if need be.
Yeah.
So this dude needs to get the heck out of
I'm
there.
before him,
Yes,
so,
so
we're good.
Karliah needs to get out of there. But that's Deacon. And then Deacon will throw... Who doesn't have inspiration that needs it? You still have one, you still have
I'm
one.
good.
We'll inspire...
Karliah.
I'll inspire Karliah, because he cannot see Xavier at the moment. So Karliah, you also have a D10 inspiration die.
So long story short, do not touch him now.
Yes.
So I'll throw it out for you again. He can't succeed. He has synaptic static, and he has to crit to
Yeah.
meet the DC. He can't do it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if I'd rather it
Yeah.
attack things until it dies. I don't
But
want to
if
help
you-
it die faster.
Yeah.
But also if you hit it, it gets the opportunity attack.
Correct.
So it's
yeah.
like a goaded bull. The more you hurt it, the worse it'll
Yeah.
be. But
But I see. But what he's saying
Yeah.
is that he doesn't
The
want to deal
longer it's
more
up, the
damage.
better.
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I
So
don't want to
that's
speed its death up right
that's
now.
Deacon Luci. Took me a second to parse my own notes.
This dude
Commander,
just diving in there and trying to stab it as much as I can.
the Commandant General. Okay, you have advantage because you're hidden.
15 on the die.
Try one more
that's good.
time, just in case you
Let's
crit.
see if you crit, because you are a crit fisher.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
So the first attack's gonna hit
15.
15.
15. Okay.
All right.
So you stab a commander from the shadows for 15. You have an offhand attack if you want to try again.
I do. I
So
got a
you
5.
only get your surprise if you're jumping out of the shadows and hitting a
So
fresh creature.
13.
Surprise!
So 13 will miss.
Yes.
But you jump out there, you stab into this guy. I'll give you a free cut on the swarm on your way out.
Okay.
So roll me 1d4 and add 5.
9.
Not bad.
Maximum.
So max damage on the swarm there.
Yeah.
And then because you have the mobile feat, you can cut away from there, but the commander sees you come running out of the alleyway, turns sideways, and you just stab it right in the chest. And then you kick off there, cut a couple of the Elgiums on your way out, and you run back into that alleyway.
That's what I do.
Disappear into the shadows yet again. Constantine, Karliah, you're on deck.
Yes.
Constantine is going to dive at that commander.
Okay. There you go.
16, 25,
There you go.
15.
15. Okay, 15
bad.
damage all day.
Not bad.
Carving into the other commander, matching Luci's output. Luci and Constantine both managed to put 15 damage on fresh commanders. Big poppin'. That's big. That's good. And then you fly by. You get right back into that alleyway.
Yep.
Karliah.
Yes.
Then it's the swarm, and then our new friend Lurcher. With the swarm right behind it. All right, buddy.
Karliah is going to curve an arrow around and hit the amalgam.
Wow.
Allow it.
And then for the second action,
Pretty baller.
cast a cordon of arrows just in the middle here. Just swarm.
Okay.
7 piercing and then 10 fire.
7 piercing, 10 fire, 17.
And then I'm going to cast that cordon of arrows
Yep.
onto the swarm, and
Okay.
Karliah is going to retreat up onto this building.
Okay. You jump back up onto the
Yes.
roof of the Pokemon Center.
Because we'd be going 5, 10, but 15, 20,
Mhm.
25, 30.
Okay. Elgium Swarm. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They're going to move up to here. They're moving that front line beyond their big pals.
Right here?
Okay.
Yep.
And they're going to take that damage.
They're going to
for-
take that damage. They're going to take an attack of opportunity from the Lurcher with Eldritch Slam. He doesn't crit, but it will hit.
14 from the
Okay.
cordon.
Keep that number in
Cordon.
mind.
Cordon bleu.
That's how she shouts
Yeah.
She can't
Like
talk,
cordon
so
bleu.
no.
Yeah.
in her head, and Hank's
Yeah.
like, "What?"
The swarm takes 52 damage from the opportunity attack, and then 14?
Yes.
16? 14.
14.
And then 14 from the cordon of arrows. As the swarm pulls through town, it's the first sign for the invading force that something is wrong with their Lurcher, as one of the appendages just sweeps through the Elgium and knocks out like 10. Bit of a problem there. Not a good look. Friendly reminder. Maybe don't do that in the future. Lunar Lurcher, on its turn, nearest thing is the amalgam. First attack, go ahead and roll your burn damage.
Be nice.
1.
Good.
Perfect.
One? Okay.
Yeah, we want low
Yeah.
down.
78 on the first,
He said, "Excuse me, sir."
which doesn't kill it, but it now has 20 hit points left. So the second attack, another burn damage.
2.
Beautiful.
In a weird twist, this thing only did 35 damage, which still kills the amalgam.
Wow.
But that's really low.
Low.
The Lurcher does 252 damage to the swarm, and then you do 29 damage to the Lurcher with burns. We have Xavier, and then a whole bunch of bad.
Okay.
And then a whole bunch of bad.
Yep, because then it's everything back here.
Xavier, I'm not gonna do my final
Boy.
thing. I'm gonna do an Eldritch Blast at 1 at each commander.
Okay, one at each commander.
19 on 1.
Hits.
And
Just casually keep that one.
22 on the other.
They both work. A lot of just
Thank
subtle
you.
manipulations going on.
What are you talking about?
Couldn't help but
just had to adjust my tablet.
Glare from the light. I had to move it.
6.
6 on one.
6 on 1 and
Half a dozen on the other.
7 on the other.
That's exactly where my brain was headed. Okay. 6 on one, 7 on the other. Xavier, as you fire 2 shots
And
from the
then
darkness,
I run away.
the
to
commanders in the
another.
swarm notice that you and Miss Magus are there.
Can we?
You
away?
can
You
move.
can.
Oh, Miss Magus can't.
It's not her
On
turn.
her turn, she
okay.
can move.
Okay.
But you draw attention to Miss Magus and you go, bye!
I'll be like,
You
you're,
shade stepping out of there?
you're gonna be okay.
The Bahiyab, the adorable Bahiyab. The things in range of Eldritch Blast that are visible is this, which is Karliah. I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Karliah.
Yeah.
You have 4 attack rolls coming in at you.
Okay.
But after the first one, you have a +4 to your AC. First one to hit is a 19. 19 will hit you?
Yeah.
Okay. 3 points of damage,
Okay.
and you are pulled 5 feet. So you're
Uh-oh.
pulled to the edge of the building.
Oh God.
Yep. Okay, attack number 2
Okay.
is lower, but your AC is now 20, right?
Yep.
Okay. So that one's going to miss. That one's lower than that one, so that'll miss. And that one's even lower than that one. 984 on the last 3. So the first Eldritch Blast hits you and kind of wraps around your leg and kind of hook pulls you. You grab onto the edge of the roof, and as you're pulling yourself up, 3 more blasts just pepper the side of the Pokemon Center.
Sick.
But you manage to stay standing and up. The commanders are going to move in and download. Zatu!
Zatu is going to approach Hank and ask, would you like to go further in or further away? Further in?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Hank sees it as he wants to protect Karliah.
Top of the building?
Yep.
Okay.
Top of the building! It all comes back to the leprechauns.
We are not leprechaun stands at this table.
All right, Zatu, so you jump
Yes.
with Hank to the roof of the Pokemon Center by Karliah.
Yes.
Butiracious, it's Miss Magus.
Miss Magus?
Burn
Did
the
you-
other Lurcher.
Miss Magus.
Do it!
Is
Do
it within range?
Yes. The Lurcher, con save, +7.
Does it have the D6 thing?
No,
It did,
Oh
we
no,
didn't drop
because-
Synaptic Static
yeah,
on there.
that's what it was.
Oh,
18,
wow.
25.
Dang.
She's going to block that.
Sorry.
Swarm here is going to continue to move and pull in another 2 attacks of opportunity. 75, 64,
Oh, look at that.
139.
Well,
Yes.
dang, got an 18.
Very good.
139 damage to the swarm. Hank, sorcery points.
Things were done. Sorcery points were spent. I'm going to use 2 third-level spell slots to quicken spell, 2 fireballs, but only at 3rd level.
Let's go, baby.
Oh,
And I am
shucks.
completely
What's
Which
your
one
DC?
do you want?
16.
The highest bonus would put it at a 15. So everybody's going to fail across the board on the first one. I'll just
Yep.
roll them both at the same time. I'll get
Yep.
it out of the way. 5. I'll see if it's a 1.
Do again.
It's 5. Okay.
35 for the first.
So
70.
70. Okay. So give me a
Now
sec
you're going to
here.
get 40 because that's just what happens.
Okay,
You do 150
so-
like every time.
A fresh Lurcher takes 70. The 2 amalgams each take 70. The commanders each take 70. Hank does another 420 blaze it to the swarm
All right, and then
as they get blasted out of there.
second fireball. 21, so 42 total. That was a
Okay.
bad one.
Okay, that's a lot lower than that last one.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah,
so
almost half.
I kind of rescind my you're gonna kill a commander because it doesn't.
It's all right.
But you're
But-
putting him in a position to be killed.
But you set me up. And that's what's important.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm here to do damage.
Hank is a team player.
Oh, for
Hank's
sure.
like delivering all this, but I'm
He's
like,
here to protect
I've
Karliah
killed
and
way
to end
more.
the city. He could care less who gets the final kill.
Okay. But Hank, I'll say at this point, your hand looks like Bioshock when you have like
Oh, yeah.
Incinerate 3. You just have finger bones.
Yeah, my
you're looking rough.
suit's completely charred. I got smoke coming off of me, and I'm just looking at Karliah, and I'll think to her like, "This is it."
You basically found a rift that opened to like a Avernus, and you're just on fire. But you're like, you know what? I'm going out in defense of my city. Okay, Deacon Halsey. Synaptic Static. I will go one at a time because right now there's only 5 things that really matter. So Commander on the left. 14 plus 5 is 19, so he's going to succeed and take half. Guy on the right, Commander, is 10, which fails. Amalgam is -1, and the Lurcher
Come on.
is 17 minus 3 for 14, which fails. Swarm, I will give them 2.
Oh,
crit.
That's a crit, and a 16 plus.
so they succeed.
The Swarm is going to take 1 bout of damage from Synaptic Static. So that is 74 psychic damage. And we're going to throw some of these on there, because these guys now have a minus D6. That kills both commanders. Unfortunately for Luci, but fortunately for everybody else.
Where do you want to move your hunter's mark?
Killed
Big
so
boy?
many commandos. Yeah.
Okay, so that is 2 more commanders
That
dead.
huge guy.
That puts us at 6 commanders killed today,
That's so good.
which is amazing because it'll shake out to 12. Okay, so the
Solid.
amalgam and the new Lurcher also have minus a d6 to pretty much everything they do. That's Deacon Halsey's turn. It's a pretty good turn, I guess.
Solid turn.
Yeah.
Time for our ninja friend Luci.
Little better than my 10. All right. I'm going in. I'm going to take this dude because there's
Going for the amalgam?
Well, wait. Let me ask.
Yeah.
Can I see any commanders outside the gate?
Yeah, but it's gonna put you in a bad way to get to him.
So I can get this guy and get back, right?
Yeah, you can get that guy and get out of there with your alley walk.
All right. I'm going after that dude.
Okay.
Nice.
Same deal as usual. You have advantage on your first attack that hits.
13.
Okay, so you can roll again, see if you get a 20. Because you love getting 20s.
Because I've gotten 0 because I said I was going to get 19 out of
Yeah.
You promised 19 out of 20.
and
now-
I've not gotten a single one.
Now you owe the table like 176 crits.
so many.
Because you need 19 out of every 20 d20s rolled.
So many. All
okay,
right.
but that'll hit.
All right.
19.
Oh, okay. So 19 points of damage to the
The
amalgam
amalgam.
that has taken
Amalgam.
more damage, which is good.
Then I can try to hit it with the other hand, right?
Yep, now you can try to hit it with the offhand. So this one's a 17 will hit.
9.
So you're good.
Or, yeah, that's a 9.
Yep.
Yep.
The
9.
17, you're good.
Then
So this
just a
one's
D4.
just a d4 plus 5.
Just the D4. Yep.
Yep, just that one.
Maximum
Nine.
damage.
Okay. And then on account of you have stabbed this guy, it is unable to swing back at you as you leap out of the shadows, daggers out, just carve down the side. You cut a couple of those tendons on the way out. You see the big guy running in and you go, yipes!
See ya.
You run back into the alleyway, being the ultimate sneaky rogue. Constantine, Karliah, you're on deck.
Yep.
All right. Same thing. Attack.
Okay,
From
you're going to
there-
swoop out of the alley.
Yep.
You're going to go after the big guy?
The
Lurcher?
amalgam.
This little guy.
The amalgam, okay.
I'm trying to just kill him.
Okay, you're focusing on an amalgam. I love it.
13.
Ooh,
16.
16,
Not bad, not
okay.
bad. It all adds up
All
at
right.
the end of the day.
Constantine, you see Luci jump out of the shadows and carve into this thing. You jump in, you stab it on the other side, and both of you just dart back into your alleys.
Yep.
That's sick. I love it.
That's
All right,
all we
Karliah.
can do.
If I have my flame arrows and I conjure barrage, are they fire arrows?
That seems cool to me.
okay,
seems
so
pretty
we're
sweet.
gonna do that.
Okay, so I'm going to start with that one.
Okay.
That amalgam has a 4 plus 4. Plus 4 minus a d6. 18
that'll
minus
succeed.
2. Yeah, 16.
Yep.
The
Lurcher.
Lurcher.
Beautiful.
He's got a 12 minus 3, so he fails. The swarm is a straight roll,
God, the swarm
They're
has
fine,
been rolling really well.
and they're fine.
Okay, so only
That
the
guy,
Oh yeah.
hold on, that guy, 9 plus 4, 13.
Okay, so the Lurcher and the back amalgam
Okay.
fail.
Oh no.
5 on
What?
3 d8s.
Double to 10 though, because it's
Okay.
fire damage.
Yeah.
So 10 damage.
2 2s and a 1.
Okay, so 10.
Yeah. And then we're going
You
to
drop a fire barrage on them, and then you want
Yeah.
to take a pot shot at somebody.
Yeah, the big man on campus.
Okay.
18 to hit the Lurcher.
Yeah.
We'll go
You're
with
fine.
this is 6 fire
Okay. So 12 on there.
and then 15 piercing.
So 27 all day. It's the swarm again. They don't have great targets, I'll be honest. So they're just going to continue to kind of pull in behind because you set a couple more on fire. So they're going to fill those ranks. But they're also catching on that it's not great to run past him because they're like, he keeps killing us.
What did we do wrong?
Our machine is malfunctioning. The Lunar Lurcher, however, does not give two hoots about them. And instead is going to turn around and book it towards the amalgam. And then he's going to make his first attack against the amalgam. So, burn damage, he crits.
4.
Can I roll the D100?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be super helpful, actually.
68. I think it's
Again?
the same thing that
Yeah.
I rolled.
It is.
we are
Um,
going to win this thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this guy has disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws.
Sorry, he's gonna die.
So he's got disadvantage on all of that and minus a d6 to saving throws.
He's about to die.
And he's about to take
irrelevant.
Yeah.
10d12 doubled because he got critically hit. 120 damage to that amalgam. So that's another 70 on this guy. Oh, the crit's 81 for 162. So
There it
Double
is.
300. Yeah.
313.
313.
Okay. So he didn't kill him, but he almost did, and he gets 2 bouts of insanity from it. Not bad. As that amalgam sees the Lurcher and is like, plans are moving according. And then suddenly his screams are silenced, and he develops these weird tremors and tics. He's unable to kind of stay the course. Xavier,
Yes.
it's your turn.
Xavier
This dude's not dead yet?
is doing
No. He's mortally wounded from almost full.
his last shatter.
Oh, God.
So it's
Yep.
the 2 big guys, the amalgam, and then the horde. The swarm, excuse me.
Okay. Your Lurcher is a 24
Oh, yeah.
minus 6 for an
21.
18.
Oh, that's a
Okay,
6. Oh,
so
yeah.
it saves.
So an 18, so your Lurcher succeeds, so he'll take what you roll. The amalgam, he gets a 0. And then this guy,
The other Lurcher.
7. So
Sweet.
your guy succeeds, they fail, and then the swarm, I'll just do it real quick, is 5, 2. Okay.
'Kay.
So the swarm fails, so the swarm's
Do
gonna
this
take
twice.
twice your roll twice.
18 plus 21.
39.
39.
39? Doubled?
Why did you roll
78.
Okay. You can take the amalgam off the board. The amalgam explodes. Okay. And then yeah, the other Lurcher takes that as well. This Lurcher cannot move as part of its attack, but it will hit the swarm in rebuttal. So roll me a d8 for burn. And he doesn't crit the swarm, but he will do 57 more damage to him.
6.
6.
Okay. 2672.
How awesome is that? That you get to use their most powerful being against them and just...
Yeah. In Greengate, they were only making it hit itself. But here they're like, friend of friends, most welcome advisor. Please, make yourself at home. Cut down your friends. We love you so much. So that was Xavier's turn. The Lunar Lurcher, the one right here, knows that something is foul with that one and is just going to try to beat him to death. Because it's the nearest thing, and he's betraying the
And he gets a clapback on every hit, right?
Yeah. So they are going to
That's what
pummel
we
each
wanted.
other.
You want to move that thing in? Move it in, baby. The crit.
Twice.
Oh, I got you on the
Our
hundies.
friend!
I
we
got you on
are
the hundies.
going to win today.
Okay. 2 crits, 4 hits. So the first crit, we'll start there, is the lowest we've rolled today. It's 84. The second crit is 160.
Whoa.
Damn, Daniel.
70 plus 62, 132, plus 65, 187,
Wait,
90.
no, 197.
197,
Yeah.
plus 76, that'd be 203, 273.
273.
273. Your amalgam is gonna take 6d8 fire damage,
Okay.
gets a natural 1 on one of them, and then has a minus d6 to all of these, and might miss more than once.
19.
Hit.
Everything's higher than that, so 4
Okay,
hits.
4 hits. Okay.
And 28 burns.
28 burns. 257 back to the fresh Lurcher. Not bad.
Zatu's gonna turn to Hank, and Zatu can sense psychically that all of his magic has been spent,
Mm-hmm.
and he is going to ask Hank what his plan is right now.
Yeah, it's a Zatu. Because, again, they can both speak psychically to each other. He's just like, to make sure Karliah stays alive and the city doesn't fall as fast.
Respect. Zatu is going to come up here.
Okay. Up on top of the Pokemon Center.
and just blast a psychic down at the swarm because everything's too far away.
Okay.
For 11 psychic damage, double to 22.
22 to the swarm. All right. I'm just watching that number on the swarm just climb. Miss Magus.
Burn
Yep,
the
we're
other
trying
Lurcher.
to burn the Lurcher.
So are you zooting up in here, or
Yep.
can you do it from that far away?
No, I can zoot up there and then
Okay.
zoot
Zoot
back.
back.
So you're going to try to burn.
So I just stay here.
You try to burn the other Lurcher.
Yes.
The one, yes, this
Yes.
one.
Con
So,
save.
my
so it's
God,
out
yes.
Con save.
there. I'll have to denote somehow between your owned Lurcher and I'll put a little crown on him or
It's a
something.
con
The
save from the
Lurcher.
Con
Lurcher.
save?
Yep.
Con save,
Okay.
please.
Minus
Plus-
a d6.
Plus 7 minus a d6. 10 plus 7 is 17. Minus 4 is 13.
Nope.
It is
It's
burned.
burned, baby.
There you go.
Means it's gonna die eventually.
Okay. I will throw... Oh, they already have a curse on there. These guys are both burned. I'm going to throw a hex ring on each of them so that we can just remember.
Okay.
There's collecting rings. Okay.
That's huge.
Miss Magus, you managed to burn a second Lurcher, which means both of these Lurchers will die in Alluvia. One way or another. That's massive. The commanders. The commanders are one-track mind, baby. Download. Download. Hank, it's back to you, buddy.
Starting to feel a little dire right now.
Yeah, smoking.
As soon as this guy's dealt with, it's going to be bad.
Yeah. Smoking and singed. Hank is going to stand directly in front of Karliah, and he's actually going to put a hand on her to keep her directly behind him no matter where she goes.
Okay.
Basically saying that if she is going to attack, Hank is going to instead take it for her. And he is going to firebolt.
That good? All right, I love it. Go for it, buddy.
16?
16 hits.
Yes. 17 points of fire damage.
Nice.
It's not doubled.
So
34.
34.
to the healthier Lurcher.
Yep.
So Deacon Halsey's gonna take out a megaphone and crank the gain on one of the loudspeakers over here for disseminating news throughout the city, and that guy has to make an intelligence save minus a d6, and the DC is literally impossible to reach for him. He gets a 2, so he's gonna take 7d6 psychic damage. Pretty low. It's only 46. This Lurcher, I should read these spells. When he hits, crumples to the ground until the start of Deacon's next turn. He's
Whoa.
incapacitated. Every hit on him is a crit.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
This guy is incapacitated. Your pal is going to regard him as a non-threat, however. So
Okay.
he's going to move past him
Okay.
because he looks dead.
That's fine.
So he's going to go after like commanders and amalgams and stuff.
That's fine. Still.
But
So I know what I'm doing.
so that's Deacon's turn.
Okay. It's my turn, right?
It is your turn.
Well, Lucy's going after the wounded dog.
Okay. You
Pardon
run
the
in for the
pun.
big guy?
Yep.
Okay.
Do I still roll? Or
Yes.
already
Yes,
critted?
still roll. You still have to hit him,
7.
which would miss by 1, but you have advantage because he's stunned.
And I came out of the
There you go.
nowhere.
There you go.
Yep,
15.
23. So that hits. So
You
you
tried-
crit.
Yeah.
14, 15, 27, 54.
54 damage in your first attack.
Nice.
All right, Lucy's. You jump out of the shadows, and you just puncture into this thing. You find one of its many brains, and you just twist your dagger, and another polyp explodes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hit him
Nice.
again.
It's kind of gross.
All right.
Yep,
You
go
gotta
ahead.
roll to hit
roll
him,
to
though.
hit.
Yeah, so go ahead and get started on your next hit. 4 plus 12, 16, 32.
32.
So another 32.
Dude, nice.
Nice.
80-something
Heck yeah.
in the end.
Not bad at all. For the guy with the knives, you fling yourself into battle, stab the incapacitated demon twice, fling yourself back into the alleyway.
Nice.
Confident that you've just churned out like almost 100 damage in 2 hits. The swarm does have Eldritch Blast, and they have been chilling. So they will take 2 shots at whoever is up here. I think it's Zatu.
Zatu.
So 2 shots coming in at Zatu, buddy. Zatu, to hit you, the lower is a 15.
Yep.
That does? Okay.
Oh boy.
So Zatu,
Yep.
you take 8 points of force damage all day. As the swarm just kind of lobs a couple Eldritch Blasts out there, start peppering into the side of you, and then they're just still pooling up the street, and you see this big Lurcher ready to just absolutely pop off. But first, it's Constantine.
All right. Constantine's going after the wounded dog again.
Okay,
9.
so plus 9 is 18 will do, so you crit.
Okay.
You're good. You don't have to roll for your
So what do
20
I
because you got
roll?
it. So you're going to roll 3d8. That's your other dice over there. You're going to
Okay.
roll all those, and you're going to double those.
All right, so 48.
Is that what you're promising? Because you keep
Wow.
writing checks that you can't cash, mister.
I thought
But-
it was triple ones.
Oh, I
for a
thought no, it was
second.
7-7.
He's like,
I thought I had triple
So
seven.
48? 6?
I
That's
thought I had
15?
triple. Yeah, it's 15.
So 30.
So
30?
30.
Beautiful.
Nice,
good.
nice.
Beautiful work. All right, Constantine. You fling yourself by. You stab up the side of this the sleeping dragon. You see your friendly Lurcher just... and this one's lying on the ground going... "Ah!" And you just fly by. But they're both screaming silently because they've both lost the ability to
We're
speak.
doing serious damage.
You guys are doing great. Karliah,
All right.
you're up.
Karliah is going to take out her longbow
Hmm?
and shoot one of these commanders.
Okay. Crit.
And an 18 on the other
Frickin'
one.
18
Girl.
hits. So you crit one and you hit the other. So,
Okay, so let's do
oh snap, son.
13.
13?
And then here comes the boom.
Okay. So this one's going to be your crit.
Oh, baby. The fire's doubled to 12. Let's re-roll this 2.
Yeah. Probably a good call.
Every time it's just substantially higher when
Yeah.
you do that.
Yeah. 17, 29,
29?
35,
35?
70.
70. Okay.
Nice.
You bloody a commander. As you see the new line of commanders come in, you shoot one arrow and then mid-air shoot a second one that just strikes on fire, pushes the first one in a little bit deeper, and then splits the arrow, causing like a splinter effect. You kind of blow out part of his torso.
Yeah.
That guy's immediately bloodied.
That was a saucy hit.
Swarm again. Swarm again. We're going to have 3 attacks coming in at Xatu. The lowest is a 9.
That misses.
Then a 16.
That hits.
Okay, 2 hits.
Okay.
That is 18 points of force damage. Your Lurcher is going to move right up to this commander. 77 damage on the first commander on the first hit. 57 more.
We were dead, and then Drew pulled out the miracle deacon trick.
Yeah. Of charm.
Yeah.
And then just
One
mine
miss.
and your like AoE just crazy spells.
Similar to the confusion last time. It's like, well, this is a quick
57.
hour and a half session.
Okay.
And then it quickly became 4 hours.
Dead. Dead
Dead!
commander.
Another one
That's
bites the
5
dust.
or 4? 4 or 5
5.
7.
that we've killed today?
Yeah. You've killed 7 commanders today. You guys killed no commanders in the last siege. You killed 7 today. How much was the
27.
burn?
27.
27 on the burn?
Yes.
Your friendly neighborhood Lurcher is bloodied. So that guy kills a commander
We're gonna win
and starts
today.
eating an amalgam. That's that on that. We have Xavier, and then we have a
Xavier.
whole host of bad.
Xavier is going to come up here, but then he's gonna end up coming back, and it doesn't matter.
Okay, so you're gonna
Okay.
jump out, shoot, go
so
back.
yeah, but just doing an Eldritch Blast on who's up here?
You have
Hit the commander.
You have a commander that's bloodied.
Okay.
You have a Behemoth that is untouched.
Okay.
You've got a Lurcher that's kind of hurt. You have this guy. You'd have disadvantage if you attack him.
Okay. Let's.
And then that's yours.
Let's do 2 at the bloodied commander.
Okay.
Unnatural 20 on the one.
Beautiful.
Natural 20 on the other.
Let's go.
Okay, so go for it. It's a D10 plus 4, and then a D10 plus 4 doubled.
29.
Yeah.
29 total.
Yeah.
29 total.
Yeah.
That guy is still up,
Solid.
but
Solid
he's
hit.
looking a lot rougher than he was as you just blast off like part of his head and one of his arms. Goes flying away.
Coward.
Okay, it's time for things to start going a little bit quicker. One of the Behemoths is gonna scoot his way up to here. Yep, this is what he would do. He's gonna look at this guy, and he's gonna do Psycho Shift, and he is gonna move the stunned condition onto himself.
Oh.
So the Behemoth stuns himself until the start of Deacon's turn, and the Lurcher gets back up. But the other commander is going to throw 4 Eldritch Blasts. It's going to be 2 at Hank, 2 at Xatu. The 2 at Hank is a 25 and a 24.
Yep.
The 2 at Xatu is a 17 and a 26.
Yup.
Okay. So I'm going to roll 1 die, and you're each going to take twice the die roll.
Yep.
Make it easy.
Can't
It's 8, so 16, 16.
Oof.
16 to
both.
Hank, 16 to Xatu. The Lunar Lurcher,
Which one?
the one that is not your friend,
Okay.
is going to move up and hit the Pokemon Center
Smart.
itself. It's a siege weapon.
Yeah. I'm
So
surprised it didn't do that before.
Well,
Yeah.
it hasn't been able to, really.
Well, the other one.
It's
could.
going to take an attack of
Scroll back
opportunity. I
past.
haven't forgotten.
Okay.
It's going to do 130 damage to the Pokemon Center.
Okay.
Xatu, you are now currently flying in space. There is nothing there. But the facade of that building will melt away.
Okay.
Okay, the first attack coming in at Hank. Oh boy, here we go. Is
This is why I put myself there.
minus a d6, which is 1. But it's 26 to hit.
Yeah.
All right, Hank. First attack. 76 points of lunar damage.
I'm out.
He's down. Okay.
Another salute. We
That
haven't
is
had a salute
my
in 2
full,
hours.
That's my full HP.
Okay. So, before I do any more, Hank.
Uh-huh.
One last fireball, Hank.
Yeah,
wanna go
I don't have fireball.
You want to go out swinging, buddy?
Yeah. I'll look over towards Karliah, and in her head, she'll hear for Alluvia and for the quiver, and he'll take all of the burned embers from around him and shove it into this being, and he'll just firebolt it.
Oh, heck yeah, buddy.
Modified 20.
Love it.
4.
All right, buddy.
10 points of fire damage, double to 20.
Okay. 20 on the way out.
Yep.
All right, Hank.
Good job, Hank.
Hank.
Hank did way more damage than all of the rest of us combined.
Yeah.
Hank, as the front of the Pokemon Center starts to melt away, you look at Karliah, scream for Alluvia. As your chest begins to just glow, you fling yourself into the oncoming fist of the Lurcher. And as you are absorbed into the middle, there's this little core of you that just explodes, and you take off one of the appendages of this Lurcher, and it just flies off. That's the second attack. Xatu.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a crit, but it'll do. 68 points of lunar damage to you.
Okay.
You
Zatu's
take
totally
34 is your psychic type.
Okay. Oh, Xatu lives.
Wow.
Okay. Next attack,
But has less than 34 left.
natural 1.
Oh my god. That's 5 attacks already, right?
Yeah?
That was one at the building,
Sixth and final.
Yep.
one at Hank, right?
Yeah.
There's one at the building, one at Hank, 2 at Xatu.
Yeah.
That's 4.
Oh,
Okay.
It's
4.
got 2
okay.
more left.
It's a 3 on the die. Plus 12 is 15.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Minus a d6,
Oh,
which is 5.
so it doesn't.
It
One last
becomes
one.
an 8. Last attack.
Last attack.
I dropped that one. I won't count that crit. It's a 3. Plus 12 is 15. Minus a d6 of 1.
That
does it
hits.
hit?
12
yeah.
hit you?
Yeah, 12,
14, sorry.
14.
12 was
hits
the
it.
AC, so.
Okay. All right, Xatu. You take 41 points of lunar damage from the second.
Okay. Can I take some of that as Karliah in some way? Is that allowed?
Do you have a way to do that?
I don't think so.
Do you want to take 82 as Karliah? That's pretty much the only option I have for you.
Karliah jumps up. Student loans.
Student loans.
I
I'm
don't-
dead up to my
okay.
eyeballs. Just get unmade.
Never mind. Here's what
Okay.
I'm going to pitch this.
Yeah.
Feel free to say no.
Okay. I've got my hand on the no button, but I'm ready. I'm ready
All
for
right.
it.
And then the other one on the golden buzzer.
So,
I'm gonna go hit the hammer that they do on like the voice. Be like, I'm saving you.
yeah.
all right.
Golden
So-
buzzer.
Xatu, the building's falling, is dodging hits like crazy, but takes a massive hit, has just 4 HP left. Like, half of its body is gone, okay?
Wow.
So,
It has been
it's
remade.
all but dead. Xatu
Yeah.
wants to, in its final moments, teleport to the gym,
Okay.
grab its egg
Okay.
that I'm making up,
Okay.
and then
Made
teleport...
Xatu a father.
Yeah, or a mother. And then teleport to just another town, one that it's been to that's still standing, and then arrive there, but like unravel.
Just appear and unravel with an egg?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? As a final bout of action, as you're being dismantled, we'll see Xatu one more time someday, maybe.
Maybe.
As you arrive with an egg somewhere, at some point in time. It's Miss Magus is up next.
Miss Magus is doing. What's the status of the commander that's already like hurting? What's the level?
He's bloodied.
He's
Yeah,
bloodied.
Very
Okay.
bloodied. The other one is a normal Behemoth that is stunned. The one with the ring, if you hit it with a melee attack, it'll do double.
I don't have
It's
a
an auto
melee
crit.
attack.
Okay. This guy's very low. He's in the yellow.
Okay. Let's go after him, and we're gonna
Okay.
go for a mystical fire.
Okay.
14, so 28.
28. You leave that Behemoth alive, but mortally wounded. It's got
Okay.
10 hit points left. And I should say that commander. Okay,
Okay.
Miss Magus, and then you disappear. The swarm. 4 shots. Karliah. You're on
Okay.
the roof. First one to hit you is 23.
Yup.
All the other ones will miss.
Okay.
But you will take 1 bout. You take 8 points. Force damage. There you go. Deacon Halsey is running out of options. Sees that a lot of people are starting to drop, and will make an executive decision and throw another synaptic static on everything right here. 25 psychic damage, doubled to 50 on everything.
This is my boat.
Kill another commander.
The one that was already down? Or does it matter? Because
It
this one was
doesn't.
fresh. I'm
Definitely.
assuming
The
this
one
was-
that's right here to the left of that one?
that one's a regular Behemoth.
No, that one's the Behemoth is this one.
The
The
Beh-
commander's this
Yeah,
one.
the
Kill this guy.
Behemoth took the
Oh.
curse.
The Behemoth
from
took the curse,
Okay.
and is still up, which is hilarious to me. He's got 14 hit points left, as he's just stunned on the floor. And then the swarm is going to take a hundo. Actually,
If
they're
he's
gonna take-
incapacitated,
they
he
technically
automatically should fail that intelligence.
strength
save, I think.
and strength and dex.
Oh,
he
strength and
fails,
dex. I thought it was all saving throws.
Yeah. Either way, he failed. But
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's that on that. Everything in here has minus a d6. These two guys have minus 2d6 until they succeed on a save they can't succeed on, which makes it very unlikely that your Lurcher will reliably hit, but also that Lurcher will reliably hit. But that's Deacon. Luci.
All right.
Godspeed.
I'm going in on
That commander.
the commander.
Crit, baby!
Finally!
All right.
1 out of 20, just like you promised.
Yeah! All right.
I think that's 1 out of 30.
2d4, 2d4 plus 4d6 plus 24.
15, 18, 24 is 42.
So 84 points of damage to the commander. As a commander appears from the faceless mob, you stab it in the face, pop one of its arms out of its socket, and then like kick it in the kneecap and detonate it. You have a second attack. As you bloody this guy by a fair margin
Get him.
from fresh.
Roll it again to hit.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah, another 20. 17?
yeah.
Hits exactly.
Woo!
Okay.
So this one's just a d4 plus 5.
Oh, plus a D4.
Yep.
Yeah.
That plus
D4
5.
plus
So that
5.
one plus 5.
Yeah,
Every
so
offhand
consistent.
hit. Every offhand hit has been maximum.
Maximum damage.
Okay, so you put 93 damage on a commander like that. As you
Beautiful.
just leap back and go, yeah! Just stab him and then,
I have total hatred for those guys.
yeah.
It shows.
It's really showing in the dice rolls. Okay, the swarm. Karliah,
Yeah.
4 attacks this time.
Come at me.
Your AC, because I think it's until start of your next turn. Or is it just if they
No,
multi-attack
it's
you
just
every
in the
time?
multi-attack,
Okay, so
yeah.
the first one to hit you
Yeah.
is 15 plus 8, 23.
That'll hit.
Okay. The rest, the other 4, 1 will hit. It'll be a 25.
Yep.
So it's 15 points of damage all day. From 2. Okay. that's the swarm. A couple pot shots at Karliah. And then... boogity-boogity-boo.
Me.
Then it's Constantine.
Constantine. Commander.
Okay.
11. Does that hit?
Plus
Plus 9,
9.
yeah.
20.
Yeah, okay. Ooh,
8.
that's a 1.
Yeah. 8?
8.
6, 8. Yeah.
All right, Constantine, your heart is not in it right now. What happened? Okay, you swing through, you carve up a little bit on the Behemoth commander, duck into another nearby alley. Karliah,
All right.
things are not looking great in your city.
No, not at all.
You're starting to be unmade and blasted.
Yep.
Hank just disappeared. He just exploded in front of you.
Yeah, our
Yeah.
most
He was
powerful guy.
supernova.
Yeah. That was pretty nuts.
How
I mean, of
fucking
all the
do it,
ways
baby.
to go,
Yeah.
this is pretty epic.
All right, we're going to try to just longbow the giant lurcher.
Okay, the one in front of you?
We'll try to do it 2 times,
Okay.
and then we'll jump down to where Xavier is.
Okay. So roll me your 2 attacks on the Lurcher.
The lower is an 18,
That hits.
which is 7, so 14 fire.
14 fire.
9, 11, 14, 21, 29 piercing.
29 plus 14, 54?
43.
43. So that's Karliah. The swarm is similarly going to take a couple shots at Karliah from the other side because they're just watching you jump between buildings.
Yep.
So same deal as usual. The first one to hit you is going to miss. The other 3, only 2 are relevant. The higher is a 24. The other one's a 23.
Both those
So those are going to miss.
yep.
So 2d10 coming at you. That is 8. Plus 2 is 10 total. Plus 4 is 14. There you go. Your Lurcher. You can take a commander off. Lurcher's going to kill that commander. Yep. Then he's going to move in on the amalgam that just popped up. It hits with 4 of its attacks. 276 damage to the amalgam. Xavier.
Xavier's gonna pop out
Okay.
and do an Eldritch Blast
Okay.
on this guy.
Okay. On the stunned Behemoth.
Yeah, and then after that,
He's no
come
longer
back
stunned,
here.
right? Because Deacon had his turn.
Yep. So
Yeah, he's bloodied,
that
though.
Behemoth.
Yeah.
He is mortally wounded. He has 14 hit points.
He's
So if you
mortally
roll max
wounded.
damage, you'll kill him.
Okay. So 17
Hits.
for 1, and
Better on the other.
better on the other.
Okay. Yeah, 17 hits everything on the field.
All right. 13. 1.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
9 on the
and
other.
9 on the other.
He did.
Nope.
Oh.
Did you hit him with both?
Yeah.
Yeah, he hit
Okay,
him with
okay.
both.
I thought you said one at another thing.
No.
No.
I was like, don't leave him at one.
No.
He did.
Okay,
He
so that's
did.
another Behemoth dead. Xavier, you pop out, you blast the Behemoth whose turn it was about to be. The amalgam that is further in is going to move up and go for Karliah. Instead of the amalgam, it is a Lurcher that is coming for you.
Okay.
Because we just had Xavier's turn, then the Behemoth, then the
Now I'll
commander,
mark you
then
down
the
as
Lurcher. So the Lurcher, the first attack from the Lurcher at you, I will keep the die roll
So
because
miss.
it has minus 2d6 to hit you. So your initial attack in is reduced by 7 from 17 down to 10, which will miss you. Now your AC goes to 20. 14 misses. Attack 3 is 26.
Yup.
Okay. So Karliah,
Pretty close to the original.
83 points of lunar damage.
She's out.
Okay.
Oh.
So there are 3 more attacks from the Lurcher that will be redirected. Okay, then it's going to go from his mages, but we'll deal with that in a second. Karliah,
Yeah.
final thoughts, actions, and feelings in this moment. Okay, while you're thinking, the 3 at Miss Mages,
Yes.
the lowest to hit is a 13.
They all hit.
Okay,
We're going to switch to a Zephyr Strike here.
sure.
And we're going to do... She's just going to pull all of the arrows out of her quiver.
Okay,
And as she's getting pulled in, act like a giant arrow herself. Ignite them all. So we did 4 fire.
4 fire.
And then 22 piercing. So
26
26 total.
Okay, we're almost there. All right, Karliah. as you feel yourself about to be unmade, you turn yourself into an arrow and launch into this monstrosity in front of you. And as you are unmade, there are 3 attacks coming in at Miss Magus, the lowest of which is a 13.
Okay.
The total damage coming at you is 187.
Yep, that'll do it.
And hasta la pasta.
That'll do it.
On account of Miss Magus' ghost, it's double, but we don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
200.
Final.
It's in the 370s.
364, actually.
Yeah, it's somewhere
wow.
in there. Okay,
Yeah.
so Miss Magus, your
Miss
final
Magus.
thoughts, actions, and feelings in this moment.
She's doing mystical fire, but she's gonna allow herself to be absorbed, and then just explode.
You become a force
A
ghost.
fiery explosion.
You get eaten up.
Like
Yeah.
Phoenix and X-Men.
Yeah. Okay, so roll, see if you crit.
'Kay.
And otherwise, roll your damage.
Here we go. 10
10?
double.
So 20?
20.
Okay. As you allow yourself to be
Farewell.
resorbed, Miss Magus, and you explode. Okay. It would have been
Miss Magus'
Miss
turn.
Magus' turn,
Aw.
which is the big sad because now we just go into another pocket of lunar creatures attacking. The Elgium Swarm is going to start taking Eldritch Blast pot shots over towards Xavier. Xavier, I'm going to give you some cover. So it's pretty unlikely that they're going to hit,
Okay.
but they're
I'm
still
in
going
the
to try.
shadows.
One's a natural 1. The other one, whatever your AC is, we're going to consider it +5.
Okay.
But the lower of the other ones is still a 22 to hit, which I think is still going to get you.
I believe so.
That is total of 6 damage to Xavier.
Oh.
Not a ton,
Okay.
just 6. The swarm is not at a point where it's getting like insane bonuses to its attack rolls against you. Our close good friend Deacon Halsey is gonna let you guys have one final big burst of damage because that's what he's capable of.
How do I go?
But then he's going to hurt our guy, who's almost out of the spell anyway, right?
Yeah, we're at a point where in about 2 rounds that guy's going to be running free. So on the big Lurcher that is further along, he's going to go for another Psychic Lance, which he cannot physically succeed from. So we're going to roll 7d6 psychic damage on that guy for a grand total of 54 total. Okay. And he's going to be incapacitated again. So he's going to buy the tower one more round from that guy. But that's our close good friend Deacon Halsey. Luci, you're
Yeah.
reaching a point where they're going to start to notice that someone is down the alleyways.
Yep.
But you've got about another round of fun.
Look, what are the if you,
Those guys
either
are
one, they're
one
all
is,
totally fresh?
One is wounded.
Which one's wounded?
I call it this
That one? All right. I'm going after him.
Okay.
Yeah, it would.
There you go.
12.
Okay, that'll do you. So that'll be a 20. Okay, so D4, 4D6, +5.
Oh, 21.
21. Okay. So that's your first attack.
All right. And then
You cut in for 21.
and then see if I hit with the other one.
Yeah.
I don't think so. It's an 11.
An 11
Plus-
will miss.
Plus
8 is
8.
a 19, though.
Yeah.
So with your bonuses, you'll hit.
All right.
So roll your
just a
maximum
D4.
damage.
So
Just
a
the
D4 +5, baby. Let's
Here
go.
comes.
Oh.
Oh.
No. 8.
All
Right, that's it. That's it for Lucy. Kill him.
You stopped delivering.
So now I'm not running anymore
You're just going to stay?
because I realize like
Yeah, same.
it's
Okay.
getting crazy. So I'm
Same.
just gonna stay there.
For the sake of brevity, I'm going to jump back into the swarm is going to make attacks across the board
Okay.
because there's only so many of you left. So there are 4 attacks coming in at everybody who's still alive.
Okay.
We have the lowest is a 16
Yep, that'll hit me.
that hits across the board.
Okay.
So everybody's taking 4 hits.
Okay.
Okay. So I could die.
Each one is going to be a D10.
Oh, I could definitely die.
36 damage across the board.
Okay. So I'm down to 18 because mine disappeared, but I was at 54.
What was? What is Constantine's HP? Are you tracking that?
Yeah, he didn't give me that.
He's about
He was
to-
at full.
Do you want me
So-
to tell me? I can keep track.
He's
of it
got
over
16 left right now,
Here. Okay.
in case anything else happens. Constantine, our owl, you're officially in the bloodied zone, buddy.
All right, he's
But you have
going
another
after
bout.
this dude.
Coming in and try to kill that commander on the way out.
Yeah.
I love it. You have advantage.
7.
Roll again. We need higher than a 7.
18.
You're good. Okay, 3d8 on that guy. You could kill him. You just need a really good roll. Believe in you.
Let's do it.
Yeah. See some 8s.
7 plus 4, 11, 16.
16. You leave him with 4. But you fly by, you buzz him, and you see the whole swarm just kind of tracking you.
Yeah.
Now that there's not that many things
he's
fighting
just
him.
gonna hang out by there too then.
Okay.
With you.
Yeah.
Okay.
They can go together.
Because of how things are going, the swarm again.
Maybe I can get one more.
We have 4
commander
more
out of
attacks
my
across the
last.
board.
Okay.
The lowest one is a 13, which will miss on Noctel, aka Constantine. It
It's me.
believe it does not hit Luci.
It hits me. though.
Luci takes 2 of these hits.
Oh.
Xavier, you take
All 4.
4.
Doesn't
Noctel,
matter.
Constantine is going to take 3.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, there's no way it looks.
So we're dying.
Like this. Yeah, yeah.
okay,
This is our death roll.
Constantine.
Mhm.
Final thoughts, actions, and feelings, pal.
Um,
Our close good friend, the bird.
I look at the bird, Constantine, and look at Lucy. They look at each other.
Yeah.
They're like, we're dead. This dude's almost dead. Let's take him out. So they both just dive at him.
Okay, so Constantine, you go first because Luci doesn't die from this round of attacks.
Oh.
Lucy's only going to take 12 because only 2 shots hit
Oh, that went from a 15 to a 5. And I lose
You-
surprise, right?
you. You hit.
Mhm.
For the death throws, we're just seeing if you crit.
Oh, okay.
So you can't miss them
Okay.
because that would suck.
All right.
So for Lucy, or Constantine rather, sorry, you're going to roll 3d8. And then you're probably going to kill him. If one of these is a 2, you kill him.
8, 13, 14.
Absolutely beautiful. Constantine, on your
Sick.
way out, you kill the 10th commander of the day.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Okay.
10
What's the
commanders.
damage coming in?
To Xavier,
Yeah.
if all 4 hit you,
Uh huh.
24.
I'm still.
Yep. Lucy's going to take 12, putting you down to 4.
I'm down to 4.
You're down to
what
4
are you down
HP.
to?
14.
Who dies first?
He's still hanging in there. You guys are hanging in there
Here comes
against
the
all
Lurcher.
odds. So
Guerrilla warfare,
ours.
baby.
the
It's
Lurcher
ours,
is
though.
yours.
Yeah.
We're going to start
And
on
as
this
long as
commander.
we're alive, the Lurcher's still fighting, so that's
Going
good.
to start on this commander.
I believe this is his last turn of being charmed, though.
Yeah.
It is plus
We want him to have
6
some
to hit,
damage
which
this
is
time.
14. He misses.
Oh.
Misses the first one. Plus 6, 15. Misses the second.
Oh.
The
Hit
2
yourself.
synaptic statics are really bad.
Yeah.
Misses the third with a 2. Fourth one will hit.
Nice.
So he will deal some damage at least
Mm-hmm.
to the commander.
It's alright, they're both burned. They're gonna die anyway.
80 damage to the commander.
That's huge.
Fourth hit
Huge.
is going to miss. Fifth one misses.
He took him down quite a bit.
Sixth one misses. So he hits 1 time for 80.
You're 8d6 too.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So he's going to do 80 damage to a commander. And then he's going to burn for...
19 plus.
Dang. It's the most in a while for sure.
9.
9?
What did I say?
19
19
plus 9? 28.
28.
That's that Lurcher.
Okay.
It's Xavier.
Xavier's doing an Eldritch Blast. And he's gonna go
Avenge
for that
Miss
commander.
Magus.
Natural 20.
Oh.
And then a 13
13?
On the commander.
To hit.
to hit.
Hit.
So he's pretty severely wounded.
So no.
So
So, just the
just
crit.
the
natural
just the
20.
crit.
Just the nutty 20.
Crit hits.
Oh.
Okay.
Crit's good.
The final hit of the whole group.
Mm-hmm.
No, because you're still up.
Xavier's going to be up for a little bit.
Oh,
Xavier's got a couple tricks to stay alive, but you might use them, you might not.
10.
Double to 20.
Doubled to 20.
20? You guys are very consistent, doing a lot of 20 damage hits. Okay. You pop another commander, Xavier. The Behemoth. Behemoth's going to pop into here and pull a Psycho Shift and rip the incapacitated off this Lurcher. The... for anybody curious, how come you didn't do that in Green Gate? They adapted from Green Gate. Sorry, gang, because confusion was brutal for them, so the Behemoths learned a new trick. Behemoth Commander is going to swarm up towards Xavier.
Think I'm afraid?
Well,
Should
maybe.
be.
Xavier, of all of the Eldritch Blasts coming in at you, the lowest is a 14.
They will all hit.
Okay. What's your HP looking like?
It's bad.
14.
Okay. Take 4 damage from the first. 3 from the second. 5 from the third.
12, you have 2 HP left.
I have 2 HP left.
1 from the fourth.
Are you kidding me?
Nice.
I'm not even
Are you
messing with
joking?
It's a 1.
The word 4 and 1.
So you have 1 hit point left. As the commander is just lobbing blasts at you, you're like, just partially deflected them. You're like, I will not die in this city. No, no. You're hanging on as the other Lurcher is going to barrel 80 feet towards the tower.
Ooh.
We are closing in on the end of days. That's our Lurcher, the other commander. Because it's way more poetic, it's going to spin and look at Luci.
It should.
It's way more poetic this way. First one to hit Luci. It's a 19 on the die for 27 all day.
Mm-hmm.
It is 4 damage coming in, which would kill you.
Uh-huh.
You have 2 hit points left, so even if you uncanny dodge,
Yeah.
it will take your head off.
Okay.
So, in this moment, before you die to your most hated adversary,
Mm-hmm.
you get a final turn, buddy.
All right.
You can make any number of attacks you're allowed to make in a turn.
I'm going to leap up,
Yeah.
do a flip, come down, sharp edged blade, just try to stab it right in the back of its skull.
Okay.
That's 18,
Ooh.
21,
21 plus 5,
26.
26.
Then roll just the D4, add 5.
And then D6 plus 5. Come on, buddy.
Roll again. Roll again, because you're piercer.
Yep, you have
Oh.
a piercer. You can re-roll that. A little bit
7.
higher. 7 more. All right, you almost kill another one. On your way out, you mortally wound him. You put him to 17 hit points left. As your knife enters the back of his skull and the other one just kind of hits him in the shoulder blade, you start to rip him apart. And then there's just this muted blast as your torso is just kind of caved out. As down goes Luci, collapsing.
Nice.
Oh,
I
buddy.
totally forgot to salute. I was too busy writing down notes.
This is too
Well, it's because we're
epic.
getting ready for this, and then it
I know.
pivoted. And
Oh,
then-
yeah.
Okay, there are 3 Eldritch Blasts coming at Xavier now.
Oh, I wonder if I'll survive.
Oh, we could finish a commander though.
Xavier. This one's gonna hit. Because your AC is like 11 or something really
It's
low.
12.
You have 6 points of damage coming from this one.
Dunzo.
You have, at your disposal, if you want to use it,
Okay.
you have 2 things you could use.
All right.
1 is to put this guy at disadvantage.
Okay.
2 is to freeze yourself in a block of ice and gain 80 temporary hit points.
Let's do that.
So, you have 80 hit
Time to
points.
ice tomb.
You become weak to fire damage and immune to cold, which
Okay.
is irrelevant for now.
Yeah.
But Xavier, you just freeze yourself in a tomb of ice.
Okay.
Your ice shield
Yeah.
takes the damage for you.
Okay.
So it takes 6.
That takes 6.
Thing is, you can't move, you can't do anything.
Your
You just-
second
Yeah.
one is a natural 1 as it skates off the outside of the ice shield.
Okay.
The third one is an 18 on the die for another 6 to the ice shield. You are incapacitated until your turn starts, but you have
Oh, I thought
temporary hit points and
I
you are
thought-
frozen in a tomb of ice.
I thought Xavier's gonna freeze himself over till it was over, like the whole war.
Now it melts. It will melt at the start of your turn,
Okay.
but until then, you have those temporary hit points. On your turn, they go away. You go back to like your 1 hit point.
Okay.
And you're like, ah! But that's
you
the
get
other
one more
commander.
punch in, though.
Okay.
The amalgam is gonna go for the Xavier pop. Here comes 4 attacks.
Okay.
1 is a crit, but you don't get madness because it's gonna hit your shield.
Your death is inevitable.
They're
It's basically
coming
just
for
how many things can you
you.
waste.
Yeah.
Yep. We're coming for you, Xavier. All right, Xavier, 28 points from the crit.
Okay.
The normal hit, oh god, there's 20, then 13, 33, plus 12, 45 from the normals.
Okay, that takes out the
The shield.
shield.
Okay.
That's 5 carried over, though.
And
too.
then I'm dead.
Okay. So, as you freeze yourself, the amalgam is just, just tearing into you. You're like, no. As it's melting through the ice, Xavier, go out
what a
swinging.
horrible way to die.
Yeah.
Just frozen watching this thing come at you.
You're saying,
Go out swinging.
But I'm channeling the spirit of Mischievous.
Mischievous.
Mish.
It's been a long day again.
Mish.
All right, you
Mischievous.
channel Mischievous.
Mish.
All right, 2 blasts. Okay. So these are both going at the commander.
Commander!
Still alive. Now he's dead.
There you go.
24
Get wrecked.
total.
All right. Xavier, in your icy tomb, you watch Lucy's torso get blasted out. You know Lucy. You guys have been running in the same circles for a while.
Yeah.
And as that amalgam breaks down, you set your sights on that commander. And as you're being torn apart, you just reach your arms out and launch 2 blasts that take out a final commander before you yourself are just ripped in half.
Rip
That puts you
Xavier.
to 11 commanders killed today.
Dang.
That's crazy.
The kill counts from just today are crazy.
22.
Okay.
Alluvia falls.
And it's only half the city.
Now, Xavier,
It's not even half, it's a quarter.
Yeah.
as you
Oh,
die,
you get 4 of these?
I
here's what I'm going to do.
A spirit.
Here's what I'm going to do.
We're gonna do 2.
Because the Lurcher will destroy the city,
Yeah.
I will do one final bout of this Lurcher's attacks on a commander,
This
a
dude's
stunned Beheem, and an amalgam. So we'll start with the stunned Beheem, which is an auto crit. So I'm just gonna kill him. He's just gonna die. So I will I'll give you the one that's got the ring around it.
dead. Okay.
The attacks at the amalgam might actually miss. So we're just gonna
Probably
throw
will.
those. Yeah, he's got so many debuffs right now.
Yeah.
It's okay.
3 can't hit. 1 is a 15, which hits. So he's got 2 hits on the amalgam. I'm gonna roll this once and double it. So that amalgam is gonna take 98 more points of damage
Solid.
before he breaks his mind control. And we're gonna say that that's
Roll your 8d6.
yep. So go ahead and burn him.
Or 68, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Super high.
That amalgam is mortally wounded.
14.
Yep, 14 plus
22.
8.
Wait, 2. Okay.
22, son,
So before that Lurcher hits the
crit.
tower, I will also give Deacon a sort of death throw, but I will let you guys roll
But
it
he can't
together.
die. He's got to be there at the other one.
Well, I know, but he's gonna die on both.
Twice.
So we need.
I feel like
These
you
twins.
just end
Poor
it there.
Deacon.
Plot twist.
I'm gonna let him get one more hit in because he would get a turn before that Lurcher would destroy the tower. So I'm gonna give him 1 psychic lance, but for the sake of brevity, they're gonna fail. They're gonna get stunned, but then they're just gonna bowl over the tower. So everybody, 7d6s. I'll let you all roll them together.
7d6s?
Each?
Just total.
Total, okay.
Total.
I'll do 2.
Divided as you
I have 2.
choose.
I'll do 1.
2, 2, 2, 1.
You
Okay,
roll
so
2.
roll 2d6s, add them all together, double them up. Oh.
4.
Oh.
8 on this side.
6 over here.
1.
6 total.
6, 10, 17, 18.
18, so 36 more to the healthier Lurcher.
All right.
And it is with that this quadrant of Alluvia officially falls to the lunar invasion. But it is not without extracting a heavy toll on the invaders to your home.
Truth.
So, before we end for today, let me give you a battle report. 2,894 damage was dealt to the swarm,
Nice.
which is pretty massive.
Hank did
Huge.
2,700 of
We
that.
said
Yeah.
2980.
2894
2894.
divided by 5.
It's roughly
579.
Yeah, it's almost
So
600.
579 Elgium died today.
That's awesome.
That's massive. 6 Beheem were killed by you guys.
Nice.
Nice.
11 commanders
That's awesome.
were killed by you guys. There will be no wounded commanders or Beheems arriving anywhere else because there are no wounded on the field. You did 194 damage to one amalgam and 622 to another. Pretty good. It's
Didn't
not
we
bad.
kill a couple?
Yes.
How many did we kill?
Killed 2
Two.
more. I'm fairly certain. Killed 2.
Mm-hmm. I dropped like 8 fireballs.
Yeah.
I better have killed at least
Admittedly,
one.
I didn't write those down because a Lurcher didn't die, so I never adjusted the big guys. So we're now at, that's pretty good. That's pretty good stuff, though. Anyways, so the grand total result of today is just south of 1,200 Elgium killed, 4 amalgams, 2 Lurchers will succumb to their wounds.
It's 3 total, dude.
That's massive. 22 commanders died today. Well done you. Well done you. Well done you. Well done you. 22 commanders were cut down. And 12 Behemoth total. Of just the normal Behemoths. But with that, Grover. With that, gang, half of Alluvia falls this week. We're going to do another siege in the other half of Alluvia. Deacon Halsey will be present for that one as well, as will some other members of society, where Alluvia will probably extract another healthy toll before it officially dies. But until that fateful day, it's time to cut you all loose. It's been an honor fighting alongside you today. But we'll see you in the next one. As the upper half of Alluvia falls to the invading forces, the last resistance in the stacks gather for a final defense effort. If you enjoyed this lunar invasion defense effort, please consider leaving a like on the video to show your support. If you'd like to see more of the lunar invasion and stay up to date on the progress of the Lunarch's forces, why not subscribe to the channel? If you'd like to help us out in other ways, you can follow the links in this video's description box to our Patreon. From there, you can join the discussion in our Discord server, or check out the post show, Still Rolling, and get a recap of every session with myself and the crew. Let us know in the comments below what you thought about the lunar defense of Alluvia, and how you think the lower half of the city will do. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you next week in the streets as the fight for Alluvia continues.